Right now, the Pagoda Plaza is filling up, and I noticed, Rafael, everybody's shadow is still taller than they are.
And what does that mean?
It means that the sun hasn't quite warmed us up yet. It's a little cool out here.
This is why you're the chief scientist. What is the outlook today as we're getting ready for 300,000 of our favorite people to come and visit with us?
The best thing I can say is what you see is what you get. Tons of blue sky, the green flag will fly, temperatures mid-80s. It will be a bit windy. So we'll see if during the race they mention that has any impact. The winds will be about 20 miles per hour at times.
It'll be a beautiful day here in Indianapolis, and our team members are all over the place. Of course, our good friends Mark and Nicole are at 16th and Georgetown. They're the official greeters to everyone coming in to Indianapolis. And Megan Shin has one of the best views. She's perched up top, will give us a view of that. And of course, we have all of our friends here today, making it a perfect day here in Indianapolis.
And I think Todd Clausen's start-finish line.
Todd Clausen, baby, I love you. Don't forget to kiss the yard of bricks. And then, of course, all of our crews are about, of course, to give us all the perfect views of this track today. Brad Brown giving us all the interviews with our drivers, and Nicky Demetri and at the Snake Pit.
And one thing I learned, Rafael, just a little bit ago, just to show you how sophisticated everything has become out here, I went to the concession stand at about 7 a.m. to get a hot dog. They were only serving breakfast. So
What?
until 10 a.m. you could get biscuits and gravy, hash browns, a breakfast burrito, but not yet a hot dog. So things are getting more and
Did you
more
know that in
sophisticated.
1911, a hot dog and a cigar and a bottle and a cigar and a cup of buttermilk, 5 cents.
Oh.
1911.
Yeah,
1911.
I think a hot dog is $5.50 now. Mark and Nicole are at the gateway to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the most famous intersection in all of sports, 16th and Georgetown. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning to you, Rafael and Kevin. Beautiful day here at Gate 1. And of course, the traffic has picked up here as more and more people are making their way into the Speedway.
We are here. We finally made it to race day for the 106th running of the Indy 500. The lines, they're moving pretty quickly here. Honestly, get here early. You'll get right in.
That's right. They're hoping that everyone is in the gate by 10 o'clock this
Be
morning.
at your gate by 10 a.m.
That's because we have so many people here this year. They haven't seen a crowd like this since the 100th running back in 2016. And so
Yes.
they want people to get here early and get to their seats faster than usual.
Yes, definitely. And we have a friend here we want to show you really fast. This is Cole. He is from Danville. Take a look at what is around his waist. This, my friends, is called a beer belt.
So, you know, Cole, it's amazing. You really show people what you should be prepared for. Tell us what you brought here.
Okay, so, you know, in the belt, we always got to have 4 beers ready. Got to have the IndyCar Miller Lite ready. It's just a classic. And then come over to my cooler.
He's
You know,
ready
I
to
got
go.
Stickers on the cooler always.
And what's in the cooler? Let's just see.
So we got some sandwiches that my mom packed.
What does it say?
So my
Time
mom told
for
me,
more
Time
sunscreen.
for more sunscreen. Drink water.
Drink water.
And to share with my friends.
Thanks, Mom.
So my mom's always sending me some reminders, you know. I got
And
some
guys,
crackers.
Cole just turned 21 a
some
few
energy
days ago.
drinks to keep me going throughout the day, some water to hydrate. And then in my backpack cooler, we just got a lot more beer. You know, that's really what it comes down to.
Say hi, Cole's friends. He has all of his friends over
All
here.
his friends are here too.
All right.
Cole just turned 21, so he's
Happy
doing it up this
birthday.
time around.
Happy
Good to see you,
birthday.
Cole. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy. Mother of the Year for the messages and the sandwiches there.
Now we want to toss it to Brad Brown. Hey, Brad, good morning.
Good morning, team from Gasoline Alley. We start things off with Ed Carpenter. He will start 4th in his 19th Indianapolis 500, bright and shiny. This is where we usually start our race day morning, so good morning to you. How are things back here at the ECR guys this morning?
Seems great. You know, it's a beautiful morning. It's nice to see the fans rolling in already. Got some people up in their seats already. So we're ready to go. Just cars are through tech and doing interviews and waiting for the big day.
What is this morning kind of like for you? You're by no means new to this, but we still have about 4 hours and 40 minutes till the green flag to this. This is unlike anything anywhere else on the racing schedule.
Yeah, it's interesting because I stay pretty calm through yesterday and everything else. But, you know, when you wake up on race day, you know, you definitely start feeling the butterflies and anxiety because it's just that big of a day. And, you know, to me, I think it's a good thing. If you didn't have that feeling, you know, I don't think you'd be ready to go. So, yeah, we've got a long wait, but it feels like we're about to put our suit on and go do this. You know, we've been preparing for such a long time, and well before we got to the track. So it's exciting, tons of anticipation.
You feel like you got 3 pretty good horses in this race today that have a strong shot of being there at the end.
That's the plan. We definitely have the tools we need, within the team and with Chevrolet to go have a great opportunity today. So that being said, it's 500 miles and there's a long race for us to make sure we execute and do things right. And then, we also have to hope things that are out of our control go well also. So, just hoping and praying that today's our day.
Thanks for starting with us here and have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Ed Carpenter will start 4th in the number 33 car. We will talk with his other drivers, Connor Daly and Rinus VK, a little later on in the morning. Right now, though, Megan Shin joins us from the Media Center, her first Indy 500 experience with our WRTV crew. Good morning, Megan, and happy race day.
Hey, happy race day, Brad. It's a real pleasure to be out here and see all the excitement. I could feel it with the crowd just growing behind me. I would say I definitely have one of the best views with Victory Lane behind me as well. We're all wondering who is going to win, of course, the 106th running of the Indy 500. All these people back here, more than 300,000 people joining in the crowd. Of course, we've talked about this time and time again, but it's exciting because it's really the first big race, full capacity since the pandemic. You can see just growing by the moment with the red carpet, seeing lots of people. Earlier on, I heard the Scottish bagpipers, saw them walking by here. I love the tradition as well, seeing the milk over on the red carpet. We also had bands out here, and I really had the privilege of being able to talk with a few of the people in the crowd, as well as security, who says they're really stepping things up, making sure everyone is safe. Of course, it's a very busy day. We've been talking about it all morning too, to get here early, and we definitely see why, because it's paying off for those who got here early to enjoy all the festivities. We're excited to be out here. We're excited to get out and enjoy the event, of course. And we have Todd Clausen with us standing by because it is a little bit breezy up here. You can see the wave, like the wind blowing this flag up around here. So Todd, can we expect more of that wind as we go in through the rest of the morning?
It's going to be a little breezy here throughout the day today. You heard Kevin allude to that, but welcome first to pit lane. A lot of times they say the race is won and lost in pit lane, and that's where we find ourselves. One of the good things about being here this time in the morning, as we're in the 8 o'clock hours, you can start to see this place fill up. There's a lot more action starting to take place on pit lane itself. The seats start to fill in. But if I can give you one tip of advice here throughout the course of the day today, that is this: bring your sunscreen. I'm kind of in the shade of the Pagoda right now, but as we get going to the peak of the race with the clear skies, 100% sunshine pretty much throughout the day today. You mentioned the wind, that makes it feel a little bit cooler. You don't think about the sun being all that strong, but you'll need to hydrate and apply that sunscreen several times. So things, again, just starting to pick up. We have the winner's circle over here. Of course, this is the 106th running of the Indy 500, and once we get our winner, they'll drive right down here around and they'll hoist that car up with that lift that they put in a few years ago. So we'll keep you updated here as pit lane starts to pick up as we go throughout the course of the morning. But right now we're going to send it back to Raphael and Kevin by Pagoda Plaza.
And Todd, good to see what's happening there. When you go to work every day, often you have a uniform. So this is my uniform. You got the WRTV ABC logo. But coming to work at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is a whole different environment, and it requires a different uniform. So I present to you Rafael Sanchez.
Listen, if you're going to be out here at the 500, you have to fit in with the people.
Now,
it's about the people. It's about everything checkered.
It's about fashion.
It's about fashion.
So go ahead and unzip a little bit, because this is a onesie. I've never seen this before. It's like a pit crew outfit.
Well, I wore this yesterday at the 500 Festival Parade. I held one of the checkered flags, and so they allowed me to borrow this today because I knew that our boss was watching at the station. And of course, Kelsey Anderson always wears the best in fashions on Fashion Friday, so I wanted to make sure that Kelsey sees that we have it going on. It's about the people today, and they are all, of course, dressed to a T in their favorite 500 attire.
And speaking of uniforms, Chief
Come on over,
Taylor,
Chief.
come on in the middle. I'll hand you the microphone, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to watch over both of you, and I'm going to provide security for this interview.
Appreciate that.
All right?
Thank you very much.
I'll set up a perimeter right now.
Thank you, Chief Randall Taylor with Metro Police. Thank you so much for joining us today. And of course, your men and women are out and about today, making sure that this race crowd is safe. How are they doing today?
They're doing great. We've done this for years along with help from the state police and, of course, the Speedway Police Department and a number of other jurisdictions working hand in hand to make this the greatest event we can.
For you, Chief, you've been enjoying this race since 1993. Tell me, for you, what is the experience like to be here among the throngs of people who just not only love being together but love this experience?
Well, since I didn't grow up in Indianapolis, it was a huge treat for me when I moved here in 93 and was with the Sheriff's Department and got to work the race, be down there by the cars and seeing their power and seeing all the people, just having a great time, and it's always meant something special.
Do you have a pick today?
I would like to see Elio get that fifth, but really just looking for a safe race. All great guys, Tony Kanaan, and of course Jimmy Johnson with that whole thing with coming from NASCAR. Fantastic. Just looking forward to a great race.
Jimmy Johnson's in a good spot. I mean,
Yeah.
he's in the 4th row, I think.
Yep.
Hopefully Jimmy, Elio, all 33, right? They all have a chance today.
They all have a chance.
It's a day of dreams. Chief, I want to thank you for joining us today. Please give our best to all the men and women who every day get up to provide a public service. We thank them and happy Memorial Day weekend to you.
Appreciate it.
Randall Taylor, Chief of Metro Police, thank you so much for joining us today. And next time, Chief, come with something checkered.
We'll do that.
Thank you, Chief. Of course, our Macon Shin is up on the 4th floor. She has the best view, Kevin.
The pagoda is structurally the tallest thing on the west side. And so if you're on your way to the west side, be patient, bring a good attitude, bring buckets of sunscreen because you'll need it all. Thanks for joining us on Breakfast at the Brickyard. We'll go to a break. We'll take a break. We'll come back with tons of energy. We're going to rev our engines. Stay with us.
So welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard on WRTV. Rafael Sanchez, Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory. I figured out, Kevin, why they put us together this year. the shortest person in the building and the tallest person. It's because I don't need a suntan. So you are blocking the sun for me this year. So thank you for that service.
I am your
appreciate it.
sunscreen.
You are my sunscreen, and we are here today with, as you can see on Pagoda Plaza, what a beautiful day for racing. It is great to see all of our friends, all 300,000 of them, back in Indianapolis.
And I think this is probably the biggest crowd since the 100th anniversary.
And that was a great
day.
day.
Yeah, so this will be awesome, and as the Speedway has been touting all month, welcome back home.
Welcome home. Welcome home. And it's really about a moment for people to get together, reconnect, family reunions. We're seeing it all. Veterans, of course. This is Memorial Day weekend, so we thank all those, of course, who served, and we also remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice on this weekend.
2 guarantees. I do have
Okay.
goosebumps right now, but that's weather related. In other words, it's still cool out here, but I always get goosebumps at the whole pre-race ceremonies, during the national anthem and that flyover. I mean, it's just one of those moments that you remember. And I specifically have one vivid memory of the flyover, when the Harrier jets that could stop, remember that?
Yeah.
They stopped in the first turn, turned back toward the Secretary of
That's
Defense here, dipped those wings, and then
It's an
went.
awesome
So,
sight.
yeah, you have memories, we have memories.
It's great stuff. Let's go to Brad. Brad is having a busy day today as he has all those great interviews with the drivers. Brad, take it away.
Raphael, thanks. Graham Rahal getting set to go here. One of the 3 Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan racing cars in the field today. His 15th Indy 500 start. Is my number right there?
Number 15,
All right.
brother.
Good.
Number 15. Gone by in a hurry. We're excited to be here today, and slept good last night. It's a beautiful morning here at the track, so hoping for great things.
Talked a lot about this team, and you've done a bang-up job with your helmet here this year. Kind of show it off, Paul. We want to get a look here at all these signatures on here, and tell me kind of the significance of this for your ride today.
Well, yeah, we wanted to feature everybody that helps put this together, and as we said, to achieve the dream, it takes a team, and so all of these individuals have a great effect on the program and our success, and so we just wanted them to be highlighted. I know, we've done fancier helmets and things before, but ultimately, I think this one maybe means the most to everybody.
How is it special when you get here to this race day and be able to kind of see all the men and women that have put so much effort into this, and then to be able to kind of, when it's go time, here we all go?
Yeah, it's a big day for all of us, and I think that doesn't just mean the drivers. I think it's the most intense day of the year for everybody on the organization. We all know what we put into this, the amount of effort, the time, the dedication that it takes. The sacrifices on behalf of our families, understanding that we're on the road or whatever we're doing, and so for sure it's a big day for everybody to be here.
How's the little one doing? She fired up for race day too?
She slept good last night, thank the Lord, so all good.
Have a safe drive today.
Thank you.
Good. Graham Rahal getting set to go. Jack Harvey and Christian Lundgaard, the other 2 drivers here for Rahal, Letterman, Lanigan Racing. We will talk to them coming up in just a bit, but we're going to continue our coverage now and send it back to whomever's next. Nikki's next. Nikki Demetri is out in it this morning. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning, Brad. We are at gate 2, and let me tell you, if you are heading in right now, this gate has been moving pretty quickly in and out. Now, we were going to introduce you to some friends, but some things are going on right now, so we'll bring them back to you a little bit later. But it is a beautiful day out here. People are coming straight through, and as I mentioned again, gate 2, people are coming in really easily at this point in time. There's no line, as you see, so if you're still ready to come through gate 2. And I know our friends Mark and Nicole, they're at gate 1. What is it looking like at gate 1, Mark and Nicole?
Hey, Nikki, good morning. We are here at gate 1 where it is getting very busy. You can see the lines of people waiting to get in. And one thing we wanted to remind you of, we're seeing a lot of these being left behind as people, prepare to get in the gate. That is because aerosol cans are not allowed in, so do not bring one of these.
They've been collecting here on these benches behind us. As people get to the gates, they're having to take the aerosol can out, leave it at the entrance there, because it's one of those items on the list that you can't bring in.
So make sure you check that on the IMS app or the IMS website. But we have a very special guest with us right now. This man here with us has been coming to the Indy 500 for 75 years.
This is Butch. He's from St. Louis, and one of the things we love about the Indianapolis 500 is that it brings together people from all over the country and the world. Butch, 75 years.
Wow.
75 years. It's been great. Wonderful to see a beautiful day today and have the fans all back. And back home again in Indiana for sure.
Can you take me back to the very first one you went to?
Absolutely, 1948. I will never forget it. I was only 5 years old.
Wow.
And I walked in, and it was all wood grandstands, white and green. I can still remember on the pit wall there was one name that still stands out, Spiderweb.
Okay.
And I thought it was a joke. But my folks pointed out that was really, his name was Travis, but his nickname was Spider, and that's what they had on the pit wall.
Now that's Elio climbing up the,
right.
fence,
What
right?
keeps you coming back year after year? What
Everything.
is it?
Everything. But number one, I love the race.
Right.
I'm a racing fan. I follow IndyCar everywhere, and I just love the race. The race is exciting. We have a lot of close finishes, and the passing and everything that goes on here, and this spectacle. I tell you, when you stand there and there's one trumpeter in the starter stand playing taps, if the hair on the back of your neck doesn't stand up, you're dead.
Right.
Right, it evokes that emotion. And this is a family affair for you too.
Yeah.
Because you brought your son
He has a
and your
whole group
daughter. How long have they been coming to the race?
Our son's been coming
40
41. Our daughter's been coming 43.
Hey.
Our grandson, who's only 15, has been coming to 9. So it is definitely a family affair.
We're glad to hear that. We're glad to have you here. Enjoy the 75th one for you.
My pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. Good luck to all of you. Enjoy the race, fans.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Butch. Good to see you.
And Kevin, I heard you saying earlier you were a little bit chilly. Me and Mark, we have the sun right here. It is nice and warm at Gate 1.
Well, wherever Kevin goes, it's always nice and cheery. Nicole and Mark, thank you so much for being the best greeters in the world there at 16th and Georgetown. If you come to the track, you have to drink milk, Kevin Gregory. You have to drink milk.
I wonder, do they actually serve it at the concession stand? Do you know?
You know, I don't know.
That's a good question.
We're working on getting more in here, but...
So you've heard of TK, Tony Kanaan. This is Terry, right? Tim and Carrie, TK, and they're representing Winners Drink Milk, the American Dairy Association. Tell me a little bit about your story.
We're a 5th generation dairy farm in Garrett, Indiana. So this is my year to be able to give it to the driver. I'm so excited. And
so you're going to have a picture with the winner later?
Yep, going to have that.
And who's that going to be?
Well, I'm not picking one because I'm afraid I'd jinx him. I hate to see him go out on the first rock.
So the driver will give 100% during the day. You're going to give 2% or what?
Oh, no. You know, that's the one thing we like about this. It showcases dairy farmers so people understand how much passionate they are about producing this milk. And it's just like the drivers. I mean, their goal is to win and produce that perfect product, and the drivers are doing the same.
Welcome from New Pal?
From New Pal, yes, thank you.
So tell me a little bit about your operation and then what got you here today.
Yes, so I'm a first-generation dairy farm. My wife and I made a decision. We wanted to raise our family on a farm, and so we ventured out, left a family business to start milking cows. We absolutely love it.
What's the greatest surprise about that career transition for you?
Oh boy, probably the long hours. I expected long hours, but not the long hours we actually put in.
So sunrise and sunset, how does that affect a cow's day?
A cow is actually very, very set by the clock. I mean, when it's milking time, they're ready by the gate. They're excited. They want to come in. You don't be late. You don't come in late to milk the cows. No.
Is your left hand getting cold?
It is numb. It's numb. If I drop this milk, though, I'm a dead man.
Yeah. Don't drop the milk. And you also come with a variety of milk, right? So, because a driver can pick skim, 2%, right? What are the choices today?
So our choices, we always have 3 choices, all right? And it's white milk, it's real milk, it's whole, 2%, or fat-free. So those are the choices this year. Maybe Tim can tell how many the drivers chose whole.
26 of them picked whole this year, 6 of them skim, or 2%, and nobody picked skim.
Do you like his intensity, his passion, his drive?
Listen, like the milk, we have also many choices this morning, and our Todd Clausen is at the start-finish line. Todd, good morning. We have your milk for you for your morning coffee.
Oh, we're going to head to Brad. Brad, we're getting the milk before you do. Let's go to Brad in the garage area. Brad.
Everybody's on a dairy high out front. I don't know what's going on up there. Save me a skim, boys. All right, we'll get around to it a little bit later. We've made our way back here to the garage area. clearly. Engines are firing up. We are here in the Dreyer and Reinbold Racing Garage. Sage Karam's going to walk out here, shake a hand, brother, and say hello. How you doing?
Good. Yeah, ready to go. It's a beautiful day.
Sage, and then Santino Ferrucci is his teammate. Santino's off. I don't know. We'll figure it out somewhere. He's a loose cannon. We'll see how it goes. Great run for you guys last year. So how can you take some momentum and what you learned from that and kind of get into a good rhythm today?
Yeah, I mean, we really improved the car all month of May last year, and when we rolled it out of the trailer this year, we just kind of picked up where we left off and made it even better. So this is the most confident I'm going into an Indy 500 for sure. Starting 11 spots better than we did last year and finished 7th last year. So, you know, if the math is good there, that would be negative something, but...
so you win like 4 times all at once.
Exactly. So we have some room to play with there for sure, but hopefully we can do 6 spots better.
No, stand in front of the camera. Cross.
Yeah, all right, I'm
Cross.
coming around.
Yeah, you come in late. Santino Ferrucci will go here as well. You guys finished 6-7 last year. I think people lose track of that. So how has this pairing worked out as well as it seems to have, or you just can't stand each other at this point?
No, I think we're over each other. No, we honestly, it's been great because Sage is a Q car. We've got our own race cars. We're super comfortable. I think this is the best chance we've had at this race. And at least in my 4 years here, I feel like this is the best chance I've had. I'm sure Sage feels the same way, especially, you know, both our qualifying runs got a little messed up. I mean, yours more than mine, but I mean, Sage definitely and I definitely would have been in the Fast 12, you know, so the team did a fantastic job, but we're ready to take today on and see what he gives us, man.
Seems like the cars have been consistently good for you guys from day to day, the whole thing here, yes?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, since we rolled off, at least one of us has been in the top 10 nearly every single day. So, yeah, I can't complain. Carb day, carb was awesome for us, and it was a little drama on carb day, of course, with a little bit too much drama usually than it is usually. But you know, all in all, it's all good, ready to go.
Oh yeah, it definitely wasn't.
Drama?
Yeah, it wasn't involved.
Not at all.
Drama, no drama.
We'll ask David about that later. No, but the opportunity though to see how your car would perform in some tight situations like that ultimately is going to pay off today. Yes.
I mean, yeah, you can see that I was able to hold on to it. I'm very comfortable. I think the car is the car is really good. I mean, like I said, well, I don't want to be involved in any drama. I don't really think that was my fault. You know, we're trying to teach a rookie how to pass. It's fine. It is what it is. But no, we're excited for today. You know, I think we both have really great race cars. I think we'll be able to rival the 5-car crew standing across from us and give them hell.
Yep. Have a great drive today. Good. Santino Ferrucci, Sage Karam. Good luck, guys. Dreyer Reinbold Racing. Dennis Reinbold going for it. We got to take a break. A whole lot more breakfast at the Brickyard is coming up next as we continue on a beautiful race day here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on WRTV.
This is WRTV's Breakfast at the Brickyard, sponsored by Edmondson RV.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. Rafael Sanchez with Kevin Gregory. We are live here at Pagoda Plaza with all of our closest friends as the world is now coming into Indianapolis for, of course, the biggest race.
Happily arriving.
Happily arriving, all doing well, all smiling, all dressed in their favorite Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Hey, what's going on? It's just good to be with people. This is about people reconnecting, having a good time, and of course, wondering who will be their favorite driver.
And everybody has a favorite.
We all have choice of 33.
Yeah. And so Ed Carpenter might be a local favorite.
I want to see Elio scale the fence.
5 times would be something.
So listen, can I tell you this?
Yeah.
So my wife heard in the first half hour that I was going to use you as a sunblock. Watch, people, see? No sun. Mrs. Sanchez was not impressed by that. So she said, Sanchez, have Kevin Gregory do the official. Come on.
All right, so Todd, we're going to throw it to Todd Clausen as we're doing that. I'm putting a little sunscreen on, but the wind is carrying this toward the third turn. So everybody in the third turn just got a little sunscreen here from Pagoda Plaza. It's downwind, Todd, downwind. That way.
That way. That way.
Yeah. I can feel it coming from turn 1 straight across here towards turn 3. So it's all heading off to the north. All right. Welcome to pit lane once again. Things are really starting to pick up behind me. Always one of the highlights of pit lane. People have been coming by really here throughout the entire morning to get down on their knees or to kind of do a push-up and kiss the yard of bricks. Behind me, the stage, too, that have all the pomp and circumstances that'll be taking place. The drivers, of course, will walk across that stage in pairs of 3s as they line up. 11 lines for the 33 cars, the 3 drivers. So things are picking up. We're not quite in the sunshine here yet and blocked by the Pagoda Plaza, but you can see the seats starting to fill up as well, and they're already in the sunshine. And it is just going to be an absolutely beautiful day. If you took a white piece of paper or a whiteboard and you wanted to draw up the forecast that you wanted for the Indy 500, today would be it, with temperatures climbing up into the 80s with the low humidity, and as you mentioned, Kevin mentioned as well, just a little bit of a breeze. Again, things will continue to pick up here. Pretty soon we'll see the Purdue band start to come, as well as a lot of other dignitaries rolling through. We'll keep you updated here from pit lane, but right now we're going to go from one scene that's kind of controlled to a scene that can kind of not be controlled, and that's out in the infield. And for that, we go to our Nikki Dementia. Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning. We are right next to turn 4. I met some friends that have this sick setup. I want to talk a little bit about, we're back home again. I know you mentioned you've been doing this for a long time. It's your first time back since COVID. How are you feeling?
We're super excited. We couldn't wait to get back out here. This is something we've done for about 10 or 15 years now with our college buddies. So come out here every year and we're absolutely ready. We got our bar set up here, grill, Ches on the grill over here and another bar there, and we got games for everybody.
Yeah, walk me through. I want to see what's on the grill right now. You guys are going to show me. Tell me, how long does this all take to set up?
I mean, really with with help, so like 2 or 3 people, it could take like 5 to 10 minutes. If it doesn't take
5-10 minutes, that's it?
I mean, we kind of got the system down packed, so we know where to go, where to set up, and just kind of get it moving. So it doesn't take long.
I love it. Show me what's on the grill here, because it smells so good.
Yeah, we're keeping it pretty simple so far. So I just got some chicken breasts on here, some chicken thighs. I got brats. I do got some hamburgers cooling down right now. We got some hot dogs. Yeah, I think that's really it. I mean, there's just some little finger food here and there. But as far as grilled, just the simple stuff: chicken, hot dogs, hamburgers.
Just a little bit of everything. Everything you want to eat at 8:30 in the morning, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I want to go back over here. Just look a little bit. Again, just look at this setup, everybody. I think this is where everybody needs to go right now. Tell me just a little bit about how are you feeling about being back after a couple years not being out here?
I am happy to be back. It's been a long time. So we didn't come last year, and we're happy to be back, that we can have everything back on the infield again and have it open.
Why is this such an important tradition for you guys?
For us, because we're all college buddies. We all met in college. We've had about 20 years together now. And then for me, it's more so my godfather used to take us all the time. John Brent used to take us all the time. And then my dad used to take me when I was a little kid because he was a state trooper. So I was just rolling with him. So, but yeah, for us, it's our family, man. We do this every year.
This is a second home for us all. Now, I did promise I was going to play quickly. Fouling, it's football. How well I can do this with one hand. I don't think I will be able to hit it, but let's see it. Let's see it. Ready? We'll see. We'll see. My spiral is not going to be that great, everyone. Ready? And you see that was way off. Way off. But I want to send it back into you guys over at Gate 1.
They're on another live shot.
All right, thanks, Nikki. Appreciate it. You know, one of the biggest things that people get into for the Indy 500 is the garb, the attire. You're either wearing checkered or you're wearing Americana.
Yeah.
We found these guys wearing Americana.
It's Memorial Day weekend. They're having fun out here. What have you guys been up to?
You know, just the good things, but the bad things at the same time.
What are you guys looking forward to as far as the race today?
Honestly, I love the crashes. They're always entertaining, but also I'm here for the party, just having a fun time.
Yes, a lot of people are here for the party. That is for sure.
So it takes you guys start thinking about the outfits when?
Probably Wednesday, to be honest with you.
And then start searching.
I went and got my stuff last night.
All right, cool. This guy here went with the overalls.
Yes, sir. I had to show out for Snake Pit this year. Got it off Amazon.
Amazon for the win.
And were they already cut?
Nope, I had to cut them. I had to show off
Jorts.
this little leg tat right there.
A leg
Yes, sir.
tat.
Hey, can I say one thing? I love you, Mom.
All right. Mom, the love is there for you. These guys enjoying the race. Thanks, guys. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you.
It's getting very busy out here. Gate 1 is busy, but we did check on the IMS app, and it says it's a short wait. So do that before you head out here to the Speedway. We want to toss it back out to our Brad Brown. Hi, Brad.
Hi, we're in the coach lot once again here. We made it back to the Ray Hall Letterman land again. Wow, it's not even 9 o'clock yet. Wow, Jack Harvey, Christian Lundgaard start from the back, but they're going to do some work today and make their way up through this. So, Christian, let's start with you. Your first Indianapolis 500 race day experience. How has the morning gone? Did you get awakened by the cannon? Yes.
I did, and it sounded like the whole place was about to explode. I didn't hear the initial bang, but I think that's what woke me up, and then I kind of heard all the fireworks. Which, yeah, I'm not going to say the rest.
We can't say that on TV. Jack Harvey's not a rookie here, so how has your morning gone so far? Cannon awaken, yes?
You know, for the first time ever, yes. Like, this is the first time I've heard the fireworks, the cannon, or anything like that. And I don't know if it's just because we're close to it, or...
It is, yes. Yeah, you're just that excited to be awake at 6 a.m.?
I guess. You know, it's Indy 500 race day, mate. You weren't excited to be awake at 6 a.m.?
I was up at 4:45 this morning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, I was not awake at that time.
I need my coffee now, though. Yeah. You pull that helmet out. We'll come back to you in just a second here. Let me talk to you, brother, about this first experience of this. You're going to be starting from the back, but it feels like you've got a car, just talking to Graham, some of your other guys, that is going to work its way through here, maybe like you want to do today.
Well, that's the plan, at least. We started at the back in Texas. We moved our way forward. Unfortunately, we didn't finish the race, but we were on to a P5, P6 finish. So we know the potential is there. We just got to do it, really. But I think what's important for us today is do our job, get everything right, get the pit stops right, get the pit out, pit in, and then see where we're at, and then hope that the race pans out our way. Like Graham used to say, this place used to pick its winner. It can be anyone, but obviously we hope it's one of our three guys.
That's good. And one of our three guys will be wearing the slick helmet here with the Star Wars theme going on. Jack, we'll give a look at it here as photographer. Yeah.
Because I brought my PlayStation with the Star Wars game, and I was playing the other day, and he said, "Hey, come over. I'm going to show you my new helmet." And I showed up, and it's a Star Wars helmet.
Good stuff. One of the best designs we've seen out here. Tell us what you got going on, brother.
Well, honestly, just being a big Star Wars fan, having the freedom this year to really design my helmets and things like that, we decided to go Star Wars theme, and especially with Kenobi coming out on Friday. I've been a fan, my whole life, and we just decided to split it down the middle, have a light side of the Force one, then dark side of the Force one, and honestly, my painter Austin Poland did a mega job with designing this, and we're going to do a video on it another day, just trying to really show all the details on it. But really excited, and I love the first two episodes of Kenobi, so we're hoping the Force is strong with us today. It's the 45th anniversary of Star Wars. We drive the number 45.
Wow.
I don't know, it just feels like it could be the time.
My promotions guy Jason is a Star Wars guy. He's losing his mind right now, so this is good stuff here right now.
There you go.
May the Force be with you, brother.
Thank you.
That's you. You too, Christian. Enjoy the day.
Thank you so much.
Safe drive, guys. Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan Racing, Jack Harvey, Christian Lundgaard. Time for another break here. We're going to make our way back through Gasoline Alley, back to the Brickyard Bricks and Gate 1 and all over IMS as Breakfast at the Brickyard continues here on WRTV.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. I'm Megan Shim with one of the best views out here at IMS. You can see a big crowd behind me. We're here near the Pagoda. You can see Victory Lane, and also let's pan down over towards Arsenal Alley. You can see it over here. It's beautiful Gasoline Alley with the big crowd right behind us. Lots of people showing up, 300,000 at least, more than that. Really a giant crowd since the pandemic began. We've had a max capacity that was restricted last year, and this year it's turning out in full force. It is truly spectacular. The environment is growing. We have the milk that already arrived. We also had the Scottish bagpipers, who were really fantastic to see coming in here. One new thing that we also truly enjoyed when we came out here, we had a great time seeing the fireworks for the first time out here, you guys. This is my very first Indy 500 for the 106 running, and the weather could not be better. So Raphael and Kevin, how are things looking where you're at?
Megan, you have the best view of all of us here at IMS. But listen, the other view that we have is every time you step by Kevin Greger, you have to take a selfie. It is a perfect selfie day here at Indianapolis Motor Speedway at Pagoda Plaza. And Kevin, you have won someone special. You met this young lady, I hate to say this, 24 years ago?
24 years ago. So if you're at home right now, go ahead and hit record on your VCR, because she has the VHS tape of you doing what?
I was a Kevin's weather kid.
So you joined me in the studio 24 years ago.
I did, yes.
What do you remember about that day?
I remember exploring the studio and getting to help you tell the weather.
Was it life-changing? How have things been since then?
It's been great. Definitely life-changing.
So I notice here, paddock box 59, road D, seat 2, $130. How often do you come to the race?
We usually come every year, but this is the first time since the pandemic, so.
Well, welcome back home again. So is this your second time ever on TV?
I think so, yes.
That her first and second time ever on TV.
So this is Mom, and Mom was recording the entire time. I wanted to bring her closer to the picture because obviously moms are important. We love all our moms, and we love you being here today. You know, our Todd Clausen is at the start-finish line. And Todd, what is the outlook on what is really a glorious day here in Indianapolis?
All right, I am with someone that needs no introduction here at IMS with Sarah Fisher. She'll be leading the pace car here today, but you're no stranger to this place. Driver, team owner. What's it like to kind of step back from the driving role, the team ownership role, and now you're just the official pace car driver for IMS?
Well, it's been fantastic to drive for IndyCar a lot of the races prior to the Indy 500 and just being IMS solely. So I'm really proud to wear that flag and just being here at the Indy 500 and still being involved after being here in so many different capacities. Every day that you're here is special, and this is no different.
Yeah, and of course, you have your place just down the street here, the Sarah Fisher Go-Kart race. So I have to ask you, you know, usually there's some celebrity driving the pace car, this or that, probably, you know, knows how to turn left a little bit, but they probably like tell them to, you know, slow down a little bit. Do you give it a little bit of extra since you've been around this track so many times and they just kind of hold on like, oh, what are you doing? Or you keep it in the speed limit?
It's a job at the end of the day, right? You know, I look at it, I think, differently than people that get to come in and maybe just do it the one time, because it's a job. It's a job to pace the race, and the idea is to have a great race for the fans to watch. That's number one is the race. So, you know, I'm really excited not to have to get in the car in turn one and hope and pray there's no yellow that I have to strap in real quick after the celebrity gets out. So it's going to be a great day.
Right. And so you'll be driving the pace car the whole entire race, right? It's just not the first lap around, a couple laps around the track. You're with us the whole entire race.
I'll be in there the whole time, and this Corvette Z06 is extremely comfortable, and it handles so well that it'll be a blast to be in there the whole time.
All right, so what speed do you go into turn one at when you're leading the pack around the track?
So the start is a little different. The start is 75 mile an hour in the first go around for the formation, and then from there is 100 mile an hour, and then your come home lap is really when the car performs, because that's just wide open.
That's what it's meant to be. All right, well, Sarah Fisher, good luck today. Always great seeing you here at IMS. And right now we're going to send it out to Nikki Dementri, who's out somewhere wandering around in the infield. Nikki?
Hey Todd, we are inching closer and closer to the snake pit, but we had to make this pit stop because we're always talking about Indy 500 fashion, and I think Ella, you are the cutest Indy 500 fashion we have seen. Look at that dress. Ella's a little shy. She is 4, but this will be her first race. Dad AJ is here with me. You've been going to the race for so many years. Tell me what it's like to bring your daughter.
It's a different experience as a family, you know. It's a different vibe, I can tell you that. You got to think about safety with the ear protection, but she can see the cars, see they're going fast, and we're looking forward to the airplanes, the flyover, and back home again.
Back home again. I think that's what we've heard so many times again. It does feel like back home again. Did you guys go during COVID?
We did go during COVID. We sat outside on 16th Street, listened to the cars, and the airplanes go over, and she enjoyed it, so we're back. Family tradition. Absolutely, family tradition.
You see the very cutest Indy 500 fashion we have here. Again, just look at that backpack. Look at everything. We have the checkers. Even Dad has the race flag on his shoes. We are going to send it over to break, and we'll catch you on the other side.
All right, we're back here in Gasoline Alley, and Connor Daly has got the fans hanging out here for some of these head cards. But you know what's better than the headshot of Connor Daly? It's Connor Daly, the driver of the number 20 Bit Dial car, here for his 9th Indianapolis 500. Coming from the middle of the pack, how you feeling here this morning?
Honestly, man, I feel really good. It's definitely the end of the month of May because I've used my voice so much in the last 3 days to talk to every single person on the entire planet that's visited Indiana that I've now lost it. So I feel great, but I'm also ready for after the race when we hopefully are celebrating. It's been an awesome month. This team's done such a great job. Our car is fantastic. It's really fast, so we're ready to go. I mean, we know how to get there from last year, and so we just got to do the exact same thing.
We talked to you on Carb Day, and that was kind of the feeling like, hey, let's just go do this. If we can piece together the right day, we're going to be there at the end. Is that the feeling?
Yeah, but the funny thing is I think we know all the pieces now. We weren't really familiar with them last year because I hadn't really got to that position before. So now I'm quite confident of how to get there, and you got to realize this race is so long, and every pit stop is so important, and you can easily take advantage of that. So we're excited to just get out there and get going. I think our car improves as the track rubbers up, and we're going to get that as the day goes on. So who knows what will happen at the end.
All right. Thanks for the time. Have a great drive, and that voice makes it to Victory Circle. You'll have plenty to say.
Oh, yeah, we'll be shouting. Don't worry.
Connor Daly will start middle of the pack. We're going to set it to Raphael and Kevin now as we continue here on Race Day Morning.
Brad, thank you so much for your insights on this race day. You know, when you have the governor of the state, you have to come fully dressed. You just can't wear a vest or a onesie. You have to go head to toe and show him that you also on race morning can stand up and say that you're a proud Hoosier. Kevin?
There's no outdoing each other. Hey, I'm going to duck out of the interview, but I just wanted to point this out. The other day, I'm at the gas station, and someone said to me, "Nice to meet you, Governor."
Oh,
and I said, "No, I'm not the governor. I'm the weatherman." So have you ever been mistaken for the weatherman?
I'll take credit when the weather's good, yes.
Well, we do have the same hair.
That's exactly
You just have a
right.
little more.
I've
All
heard
right,
it before.
I'm going to set up a perimeter for security. You talk with Roth.
So we have a rivalry, Hanover graduate, Franklin College graduate. So when I saw you come up with your beautiful, nice suit, I thought, I can't let the Hanover guy beat the Franklin College guy, Governor.
You can't let
do
it
that.
go. You can't let it go.
go.
And I'm not going to ask you about your checkered flag tattoo either.
No, well, that's for next year. That's for next year.
I mean, if not here, where, right?
Governor, what a great day for you. What does this day mean for you as a Hoosier and also as a veteran? Because we're also thinking about Memorial Day on Monday.
Well, I warn all the guests that come here for the first time, if you're not tearing up or flat out crying and have goosebumps all over your body when that flyover occurs in recognition of those who were, unable to come back, so that we could gather together this year at 110%, I think it's going to be a sea of humanity out here, and we deserve it. But to be able to celebrate on Memorial Day weekend and start it the right way, nothing I'm more proud of, quite frankly, and appreciate more.
Favorite driver this year, sir?
Joseph Newgarden. Right out of the gate. Right out of the gate.
No hesitation.
Here's the deal. I grew up with a guy that calls the strategy for Joseph Newgarden, and I am loyal to a fault.
You are all
so
in.
whoever
You
Tim
all
Cindric
in.
is calling, I'm in.
You've had a number of international visitors in Indianapolis this weekend.
Yeah.
Final question, what do you hope they take away from this experience? And did you plan it? Did you want them to see Indianapolis at its best?
Well, they are seeing Indianapolis at its best, and the state of Indiana. We've had people from 30 nations, 6 continents, and a lot of good is coming out of it. One of the best things a governor can do is convene people, and then collaborate, and then act. And that action is occurring, and Indiana is going to be the beneficiary of it.
Well, I look forward to that exclusive story on another day.
Done.
But Kevin?
Question, are you the tallest governor in Indiana history?
I don't know about Indiana. Most politicians would just say yes reflexively. But I'd have to confirm that, but not in the country.
All right, let's go back to back.
And one
Alaska
day,
has it.
Yeah, and one day I could be the shortest governor. You are watching Breakfast at the Brickyard right here from Pagoda Plaza. You're watching WRTV. It is a great day to be a Hoosier. We're off to the races on this Sunday.
The countdown is on. The final 3 hours before the greatest spectacle in racing. Scott Dixon on the pole. Helio Castroneves going for a record-setting 5 Indy 500 wins. And more than 300,000 fans expected for the first time since the 2019 race. 1,099 days ago.
This is WRTV's Breakfast at the Brickyard, sponsored by Edmondson RV.
And good morning from the world-famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Giving you a live look right now at the garages there. Here at 9 o'clock, the cars are going to be starting to make their way to pit lane. It is great to be back with you in person for the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500, counting down till that.
And the fans are rolling in. We are live here right outside of Gate 1 here at 16th and Georgetown. It has been busy, but take a look over here. The lines are moving very quickly through these gates here. Just make sure you know what you can and you can't bring before you get up to the gates this morning.
So many people are expected here through these gates today. So many people have been excited to get back to the race in person after 3 years of it being atypical, so to speak.
This is expected to be the biggest crowd since 2016, so IMS is telling people make sure you make it to your gate before 10 a.m. so you can get to your seat, you can get to wherever you want to watch the race, get there before 10 a.m.
That's right. So during this hour, we're also expecting the Borg Warner Trophy to start making its rounds as it heads to the start-finish line to be put on display for all the fans to check out down there.
Yeah, we will be bringing you all the sights and sounds throughout the next hour here. We are going to toss it out to our colleagues, Raphael and Kevin Gregory.
Yeah, they're standing by at Pagoda Plaza. Good morning, guys.
Hey, welcome to Pagoda Plaza. And you just heard briefly the sound that is as familiar as the engines on race day, the Gordon Pipers.
Love them.
There are beautiful suits, Mr. Doug Bowles, IMS president, wearing, and then there are suits.
That's definitely a suit. This is, I've never seen anything quite like that. And you normally have your suit on, but this is.
Well, I wore the suit for the governor. I felt that you needed something new every year.
Yes.
You and I get to talk about the great traditions. We talk about the fans that are here from around the world, from Indiana. And I thought we have to impress Doug Bowles with something. So this suit is actually from the 500 Festival Parade.
Well, the good news in that is normally you make me put on your jacket. I don't think you're going to get that off and get that back on me. So I think I don't have to wear it, which is even better.
And plus, you're adult size and I'm still child size. So it's not going to happen. You have been walking around this place throughout the morning already, up early. Your sense of the day?
Oh, it's going to be a great day. Everybody's just happy to be back. It's going to be 325,000 plus people here. I think people are going to get in and go, this is how I fell in love with the Indianapolis 500. I basically stayed up all night. I was out in the parking lots hanging out with people camping. Everybody's just so excited to be back.
You are the one person that people do come to. You're sort of the official. You are the official
I'm the mascot.
You're the mascot. I didn't want to call you a mascot on television, but that's what you are. What are people telling you as they come back? No mask, no need for social distancing, fans in the stands. I mean, it's been a long 3 years.
Yeah, nobody's really talking about masks or social distancing. They're just saying we're just so happy.
And I don't want to talk about that either. I'm just wondering. Yeah. So let's not talk about that at all. I'm just wondering, what are people telling you now that they can come back without those restrictions?
I think they just immediately go to, we're just so happy to be back, happy to have everybody back. So that's the biggest part. It's just everybody's just happy to be back. It's generational for so many people. Some of the folks who maybe came last year for the first time have never seen a full house and looking forward to getting everybody here. Drivers, we've got drivers that were rookies in 2020 with nobody, and then their second year last year with only a small piece. So even the drivers are excited about the energy of this place.
Sometimes you don't like to talk about the number of folks coming in. You just said 325,000. Will that be the official number, or will that even go above that because of the good weather and just people wanting to come into the stadium?
I think we're going to be pretty close to that number, plus or minus a little bit. It's really going to depend on that walk-up, like you said, but so much of our grandstands, the reserve seats, are full anyway, so it's going to be people just buying GA. So I think that 325 is probably about where we'll be.
You can always give a weather answer. There's a 60% chance that it's, around. There's that sound. Can you play bagpipes yet?
I can't play any instrument, but that sound means it's May and race day's here.
And we're seeing live pictures now of the Borg Warner Trophy, which is iconic to, of course, this place. As you see the Borg Warner now on parade here at Pagoda Plaza, as you're hearing the music and the sights and sounds. Every driver wants their mug, they want their likeness on that Borg Warner. The last one, of course, as you're seeing live pictures now, Helio Castroneves, when he won his 4th race here at Indianapolis. Could this be his 5th year? We'll have to see, but there's also 32 other amazing drivers who want their likeness there on the Four Corner. You get the last word. Have a great day today.
Well, thank you so much, and just thanks to you guys for continuing to hang with us and all our fans. It's all about the fans. The fans who made this day what it is, and I just can't wait to go hang out with them.
Doug Bowles, not only the IMS president, but the official mascot of the Speedway.
From a suit to a beautiful suit, and now you can just cleanse the palate with me, just a normal guy. All right, let's keep this show rolling. Nikki, hello.
Thank you, Doug.
Hey, let's get this show rolling. As you just said, we're at turn 4. I want to take a look. This is what's happening. We got some cornhole going on, some beer pong going on. But I want to introduce you to some friends we just made. This is called Pit Stop BYOB. This is Matt. Matt, tell me, you just come and you build this bar and just have people come.
It's just here for our friends, come hang out, enjoy ourselves, the Indy 500. I mean, you can't get anything better than this.
Yeah, I mean, talk to me a little bit. You guys all just met, right?
We did.
Why decide to come and hang out with Matt and friends here?
Well, look at him. It's a neighborhood bar. Look at this thing. It's beautiful. He made it himself.
It's a Speak Easy. This is the neighborhood bar. I want to take a look just at the front for a second here. Jason, come with me for a second. Let's look at this. BYOB Pit Stop. If you guys are in turn 4, come find Matt, make some friends, and enjoy the day. I'm going to send it back over to you, Todd. And just kidding, we're actually going to go to Brad. Just kidding, not Todd. We're going to go to Brad. Brad, sorry about that.
Yeah, hey, Todd's going to have to wait because there's only one pole winner to this year's Indianapolis 500. I'm standing here talking to him right now. Scott Dixon, Chip Ganassi Racing, 5th time on pole for this race. How are you doing this morning is the first answer we want to hear.
Yeah, I feel good. You know, it's exciting times for sure. I think always, a proud moment to beat the field to the green. I'll do my best to get through turn 1, but it's a long day. I think all of us kind of want to get into a rhythm. Conditions are going to be pretty interesting, a lot hotter, I think, than we've really run this month, in a lot of sunlight too, which it seems like this year with the new seal on the track really heats it up and makes the mechanical grip quite low. So it could be interesting.
Is there anything of this race day morning that's a bit of a ritual for you in all of these hours between the wake up and finally going at 12:45?
Seeing you guys in media.
I love that's special.
I had my pancakes this morning. Actually, the girls stayed for the first time in the motorhome last night, and so yeah, it was cool. The cannon going off used to be fine, but now they've added like a 5-minute fireworks.
It's a whole thing, right?
They kind of need to skip that, man. It's too early. Just do the cannon and be done with it.
What do the kids think of that?
They didn't know what was going on, we told them there'd be a cannon going off, but this ritual they need to get back to the tradition of just the cannon.
All right, Dixon's requesting cannon only. Doug Bowles, get on that for 2023. We'll see how it goes. You talk about kind of just having the patience of this and having to kind of make it to the end. What have you seen out of the team collectively, though? Chip was so happy on Friday with what you guys have done so far. You kind of feel that vibe with everybody?
That's one part of it. Honestly, we're here to win the race, so it's probably, as I've said before, probably the year you wish there were only 2 Ganassi cars opposed to 5. But for him, it's a great opportunity to have great odds. But anything can happen. We see it every year we come here. You can come in here with the best car, the best team, and some little thing takes you out of it. So we'll just keep our head down, we'll work as hard as possible, and hopefully one of us is in the fight.
My very first May at WRTV, this guy was the winner, so let's see if we can do that again today, maybe.
Thanks, man.
Good. Safe drive.
Cheers, bud.
Good. Scott Dixon will start on pole. Todd Clausen, he talked about the warm weather. Sounds like it's going to be a hot one.
Yeah, Brad, temperatures going up into the 80s here later on this afternoon. The humidity is low, though, so it's going to be a pretty comfortable 80 degrees. So that's always good news for everybody sitting in the stands. Make sure you reapply that sunscreen, though. The sun really, really strong. And with this breeze, you don't really think you're getting sunburned, but you'll feel it later on tonight or tomorrow morning. All right, things really starting to pick up here in pit lane. We've seen several cars now getting brought out to the pits. We hear the whistles from the yellow shirts, and it's like the parting of the Red Sea because all the people are starting to walk down pit lane. It's really starting to pick up here with people, and the pomp and circumstance is starting to get started here, and it looks like we have a couple more cars that'll be coming our way here shortly. And this is the fun part of the morning. We start to see things pick up, the stands start to fill in, and we'll continue to monitor the progress for you here as we continue on Breakfast at the Brickyard right here on WRTV. Stay with us, we're back in just a couple minutes.
Breakfast at the Brickyard continues. Race day for the 106th Indianapolis 500. It's one of these things we always have to kind of introduce the rookies and where they're coming from and what they're doing here. But I'm standing here with a 7-time NASCAR champion and a guy who's won here 4 times. But you are indeed a rookie at this. What has this first Indy 500 morning been like for you thus far?
It's quite busy. There are a lot of people here, and the energy is just insane. So all month long, I've just been so impressed with the experience I've had, and it's been more than I could have ever expected.
Kind of tell me about the team and how this has all come together so well. We talked to Chip on Friday. He was very pleased with this. From your perspective as being kind of the newest of this, what has that dynamic been like, getting a chance to work with such experience from Scott and Tony?
Yeah, working with this team, it's evident why they've won so many races and championships and the success they've had. So to be a part of that is just, something I'm very lucky to be a part of, and I'm very excited to take advantage of the great car I'm driving today and all these resources I have around me.
Does this equate? I know Daytona was always a big thing. You've been to the 24-hour races. Does this feel like anything you could kind of equate to, though?
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, I think Daytona and Indy are on that same parallel. I would assume Le Mans is. I've not been there. But what does make Indy different is the front straightaway and just how close the fans are on both sides. So I think the prestige, the honor, the significance of the race, they're very similar between Daytona 500 and Indy 500. But the energy on the front straightaway is much more intense here.
How was the parade yesterday, too? Your first 500 Festival parade.
Amazing. I couldn't believe how well attended it was and the energy from the crowd. This city embraces this race like nothing I've ever seen before, and it's really special.
Good. Have a safe drive today. Congrats on being here, and best of luck to you.
Great. Thank you.
Good. Jimmy Johnson will start 12th in the 48 car. We'll send him that way. He's going this way. All right, you step across. I got to figure out where we're going next here as we continue. Raphael and Kevin, 5 cars in this Chip Ganassi Racing stable. That guy in the 48 could be the winner at the end. We'll see how it goes. Back to you, Pagoda Plaza.
Hey, Brad, it's all great. It's just one of those exciting days. Anything can happen. You're bringing us the best interviews around. Kevin, the reveal. Oh, she turned around too early. Who do you have here?
Ta-da!
Ladies and
Carpenter.
gentlemen, please
Heather
welcome.
Carpenter.
Heather
number
Carpenter,
33.
Number 33.
All right, race day, big day. You were telling me a little bit about your routine and what you're going to be doing during the race. Share that with everyone.
Yeah, so typically my kids will do the walkout with Ed when they announce the drivers. That's always a big moment for them to feel proud of their dad. And then from there, they'll head over and I head to the pits and do a lot of pacing.
Let's zero in on the walkout, the kids walking out. Do you guys tape this race and then the kids watch themselves back all the time?
When we get home, as soon as this day's over, we always immediately watch the race. Hopefully this year we get to celebrate and don't get to go watch the race. But this year, typically after we go watch.
Is there anything that you do for good luck? Are you superstitious in any way, or you just let it unfold?
We're not superstitious at all. We believe God has a plan, and so we kind of just, whatever's happened, whatever's meant to be, we say our prayers and hope for a great day.
What I enjoy most about your husband, not only is he a great athlete, I enjoy his philanthropy. I enjoy the fact that you and him give so much back to the community. And what is your call for that? Because a lot of folks are always looking for ways to give back. What do you tell those folks that are looking for ways to give back to their community?
I think being the local people here in Indianapolis, the community gives us so much support and so much love, and we want to do what we can to make a difference. So I think anybody can do anything to make a difference, whether we're volunteering at the schools or helping out with the local food banks or whatever it is. It's so easy to go do and just make a difference and let your kids see you making a difference, because that's what makes the world a better place.
And I do enjoy that you and your husband both do that. You're such an integral part of this community, and you're just not Ed Carpenter and Heather Carpenter. You're part of Indianapolis, and that's awesome. Can I give you a high five? You're awesome. All right, Kevin, we were having a moment.
Her biggest question was, what is Raphael going to be wearing?
So I said, what is Raphael going to have on today? Because that's one of my highlights of today.
Right over there, that's the accessory bag. And when he's not looking, anything you need, you can have.
Well, next year I'm going to call my friend who made my jacket and have him make something for him too.
All right. All right.
The number 6.
All right. Heather Carpenter, the fashionista. Thank you.
All right, Nikki Dementri is over there, or there. Nikki, where are you?
Where is she?
We have made it to this snake pit as the beat drops. Listen to it. There are so many people here right now, but I want to introduce you to Jeremy and Braxton. Jeremy, show off your hair for a second here. How long did that take you?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes. 10 minutes. Why'd you decide to do it?
For the 500. Why else?
Tell me, how long you guys been in the snake pit today?
Oh, since about 8 o'clock.
Since 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. You're going to make it all the way through the day?
Yeah, absolutely we are. Yeah, it's the Indy 5, buddy. Start your engines. We're getting ready, buddy. We're getting ready. It's gonna be fun.
Perfect. Well, you guys heard it here first. They're going to make it all day, as so many others are going to, and more people are starting to come through. We'll send it back to Mark and Nicole. Again, we're live in the Snake Pit.
Hey, Nikki, good morning. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun out there. We are still here at Gate 1, 16th in Georgetown, where it is busy, busy, busy. Fans are just rolling in, Mark.
What's so funny about Gate 1 is that sometimes you can't tell if it's the Snake Pit or not. We're seeing a lot of interesting
outfits
out here today.
They're ready
to go. A lot of people getting creative with it. As you can see, the line has dwindled here at Gate 1 as more people make their way inside. IMS officials were saying that they were hoping that people would be inside and making their way to their seats by 10 o'clock
By 10 o'clock, and people are listening. They are getting in, getting right through these gates right now. You can see just short lines here behind us, but it is beautiful. We are so happy to be back here at the Motor Speedway for the 106th running. Smiles on everyone's faces out here.
Smiles on everyone's faces out here. You know, you recall that back in 2020, the pandemic year, it was held in August. This is the first year where it's feeling almost back to pre-pandemic levels.
Normal, and it is so good to see the crowds out here. It is nice and sunny, a beautiful day. We want to toss it over to our friend Todd Clausen. Hey, Todd, good morning.
Yeah, Mark and Nicole, good to hear from you guys. I'll see you here in pit lane at the start-finish line in just a few minutes. And it's starting to get a little crazy out here. Controlled chaos is like, I think, what we want to call it. We're going to be hearing the whistles from the yellow shirts in our sleep, but let me set the stage for you what just happened. So you see all these people coming, checking out pit lane, taking pictures of the Pagoda. Well, they just brought all the cars out to pit lane, and they were towing them one by one, and then all the people have to split and move to the side. So it's been a little bit of crazy out here in pit lane, but honestly, it is so good to see after 2 years ago with no fans, and last year with limited attendance, nobody with general admission. It's good to see all the people back once again here on pit lane and kind of taking pictures and everything. So we'll continue to monitor pit lane, but we're going to go to an area that's maybe even a little more important right now, and that's the garages. And we'll go to Brad Brown. Good morning, Brad.
She got it too? Oh, hey, we're live. Paul, pay attention. Wow, hey, we're back here in Gasoline Alley. Rinus VK is going to start third for the second straight year. Your mom's coming. Mom, come here. I'm going to talk to you in a second. Mom's here for the first time. Hello, Mom VK. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine.
Welcome to Indianapolis. How has this experience for your first time these last couple of weeks been?
Well, it's amazing. It's so crowded, and everybody's so into racing. It's so nice to see.
How has it been to see this one doing as well as he has these past couple weeks?
Well, I have to say the qualifying was nerve-wracking.
Yes.
But now I'm okay. I think he will do a good job.
Excellent. Enjoy the day. I'm going to talk to him about the whole thing. It's great to see you here.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Okay, so she was talking about being nervous on pole day. We kind of talked about you too, having to make 2 lightning runs like that, but your car was so good. You feeling pretty good for this today too?
I feel very good. You can have a really fast qualifying car, but then race is a lot different. You have dirty air, you have other cars out there. You got to be fast through traffic, and you got to be smart. So I think we've got the car to do it. I think I have the experience now to do it. So yeah, I'm very excited.
What did you learn from last year, being in this same position, starting third, that you're building on to start this one here?
Well, I led 32 laps, I think, 32 or 34, but there's only one lap you got to lead. That's lap 200. So I gotta make sure I stay patient, and I put myself up there in the top 3 for the last 30 laps.
Did you get waken up by the cannon this morning?
I did.
And did you go back to sleep then?
I couldn't. No. Then the excitement started building up. Yeah.
Thought maybe you'd get a nap before we came out here.
I tried, but no. Really, 6:30 was when I was standing next to my bed.
That's good. Well, hey, stay primed. Safe drive today.
Thank you.
It's good. Rinus VK in the 21 for Ed Carpenter Racing. He will start third. His mom will be there ringside when we're set to go, and maybe in victory circle when it's all done. Busy morning continuing here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We got the cars headed toward pit lane. We are headed that way soon as well. Raphael and Kevin, we're just 3 hours and 20 till the green flag, but man, it feels like a lot right here right now.
We're on local TV.
Sure. We cannot wait to see that green flag fall this morning, of course, and for this race to begin. We're just having so much fun talking to people. We're sort of lost the sight of where we are. We're just meeting people. So are you from Canada? No, you're from Ohio.
My family is.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Big Hinch fan.
Okay.
Big,
So the cannon went off at 6 a.m. and that meant the gates opened, the concession stand open, and also the gift shop. So what'd you purchase?
Yeah, so we got a Castro Neves jersey. Big fan of him.
Okay.
Basically, the Brazilian driver's got Tony Kanaan. So just some stuff because I'm a
Tony's got a
man-child.
good starting spot today.
Yeah, he's got a good shot to win, and I like the younger guys, but the older guys are.
You speak any Portuguese? Obrigado, Português, Brasil.
No Portuguese.
No
but,
Portuguese, okay.
So at the gift shop, you don't have to tell me how much you spent, but break it down into 3 easy payments for me.
3 easy payments of my parents wouldn't be proud of me. That's
All right, young man. You drive home immediately after the race?
we usually hang out, let traffic thin out.
All right,
so.
this is all about speed at the track. After the track, 55, baby.
Right. Thank you, guys.
Good luck with your credit score.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. You did good.
Hey, I found another gentleman here. Sir, if you can just dip your head forward like this, look at that. We got a cumulus cloud here.
Who is Kevin? How are you?
I'm good, Raphael. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. How many years at the track, and who are
I've
you
been
hoping to win?
I've been here since 1970.
Okay.
And I'm looking for maybe TK.
All right, little TK?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be bad?
That wouldn't be bad. I got excellent seats. I'm up in the paddock.
Okay.
So,
Are you selling those seats?
Oh, no.
Oh,
No.
Well, thanks for stopping in and saying hi. We'll see how TK does
I
today.
watch you guys every day.
Well, we appreciate that. We do appreciate that. So make sure we'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Monday morning.
Okay.
Okay, at 5 a.m. Okay, thank you so much.
Nikki Demetri is...
Where is she?
That's
She's
the
everywhere.
question. She's casting a shadow somewhere. The sun is out. Nikki?
Hey guys, welcome back to the Snake Pit. I'm here with Liz. You guys got the best seat in the house because you can see everything here. You've been here since 7:30.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a while. We're pacing ourselves right now, but we're gonna make it through the whole day.
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely. Tell me, why'd you decide to come out and come to the Snake Pit?
Well, Derek wanted to come and it sounded fun, so we decided to go. I've lived here my whole life and haven't been to the race, so I decided, why not? You know?
Why not? Mine as well. As we go right now, I want to take a look. Liz, thanks so much for letting us sit and pop a squat next to you guys. You guys can see the Snake Pit is filling up more and more and more as the day goes on. I want to take a look at the hill, though. Again, these people have the best spot behind you, Jason, because they get to see the whole thing and then they don't have to worry about the crowds and everything close to the stage. We're going to continue to be here in the Snake Pit, but for now, we'll see you on the other side of the break.
This is WRTV's Breakfast at the Brickyard, sponsored by Edmondson RV.
We are live this morning at Pagoda Plaza, but we have a beautiful view, Kevin, of
the front straightaway at the Motor Speedway. Just take a second, let your imagination put you in a car headed toward the first turn at 230 miles per hour. You know, it's a 2.5 mile track. That's 13,200 feet. But the yard of bricks, the final 3 feet, are the most important, and that's going to perhaps change someone's life or enhance it today. That's the greatest thing right there, is the interaction, the greatest spectacle in racing.
The energy is just, you could just feel it. Obviously, people are excited to come back. And this is all about the fans. This is all about the folks coming back, just having a good time and being with family, friends, with their adult beverage, their piece of chicken, their sandwich, and just to reconnect.
There's a new breeze blowing in here, right?
We love the breeze.
And as the Speedway was saying, welcome back home again.
Home again since 1911, and the race only canceled a couple of times for a couple of world wars. The Depression, of course, we almost canceled because of the pandemic. That didn't happen, but this place has also changed. It's sort of become the community center, right? As times have changed, it has changed, but it's also been focused on the folks that come year after year.
And so the Pagoda Plaza is kind of a gathering spot before you head off to your seats. There's a huge pin oak tree here. There are some pine trees. You don't normally think about trees at the Motor Speedway until you're after shade. And then you realize what kind of trees are around.
Unless you work with Kevin Gregory, then he becomes my just natural shade. So I appreciate working with you this year.
You know who's as strong as oak
Who?
on our staff?
Who is it?
Todd Clausen.
Todd Clausen.
Let's branch out our coverage and go to Todd Clausen around the start-finish line. Todd?
I heard my name somewhere in there, guys, and I'm not completely what you said to me coming towards me here in pit lane, because between the speakers and everything picking up, it's a little hard to hear, but I love every minute of it. This is so great to see. People have been stopping by, taking pictures of the stands, of the people, of the cars, of the Pagoda, and you couldn't ask for a better race day. So it's just so good to see all the people back here. Let me set the stage for you. Right over here, it's been kind of funny to watch, to be completely honest with you. Obviously, everybody wants to kiss the bricks when they're in pit lane, but they've been bringing the cars out, and the teams have been doing a lot of work. So people are on the ground, they're getting the whistles blown at by the safety team in the yellow shirts, and they're getting up and they scatter. But that's just the fun of all the action leading up here to the 106th running of the Indy 500. It is going to be a spectacular day weather-wise for us, and it's just, as a lot of people have been saying, it's just so good to see everybody back home again at this race for the 106th running. We'll continue to update you what's happening in pit lane as it just gets busier and busier here throughout the course of the morning, but right now we're just going to head back into the infield with Nikki Dementry. Good morning, Nikki.
Are you ready? Hey guys, the beat just dropped. We're here in the snake pit. I want to take a look as we head into the crowd, but look at everybody going on here. Are you guys having fun? We got some jorts, we got some mullets, some sideburns, and some beer. Welcome to the snake pit. It's been a lot of fun. We'll send it back over to you guys and Brad.
It's race day, baby. It's race day. Let's go.
Hey, here we go. Wow. Guys, just so you know, the snake pit's off the hook right now. Just in case you're wondering, yes,
Okay,
yeah.
good to
Kyle
hear.
Kirkwood and J.R. Hildebrand, 2 of the 3 cars for AJ Foyt Racing, but we're not in the snake pit. We're going to keep things low-key right now because these guys are going to do the business of racing this thing in about 3 hours' time. Kyle Kirkwood, starting 28th in this race. Kind of just tell me about the experience of all this, your first go-round and the ups and downs and the ins and outs of doing this, but getting a chance to do it with a team that has this much experience.
You know, it's definitely been hectic. Today is pretty nerve-wracking. The energy here is insane. On Carb Day, the energy is insane, and this is a whole new level. I've been here for some years now. I've never been part of the grid. This is my rookie year, driving it for that famous number 14 car for AJ Foyt Racing. So I'm ecstatic. I can't wait to get this race going. It's going to be a good one. Weather's great. Couldn't ask for better weather on a Sunday afternoon like this. So it's going to be awesome.
J.R. Hildebrand, have you had a chance to share some wisdom of race day at Indianapolis with these young pups at what to expect in the next 3.5 hours?
I don't know, man. I'm not trying to give away any secrets to these guys that are going to be on my heels, I think, in a hurry. No, it's been great working with Dalton and Kyle both. Kyle obviously being a true rookie here, but I think as far as being a vet, I guess like myself, being here this will be my 12th 500 in a row. I'm always still learning, so it's a little bit of give and take. I think from that perspective, getting some fresh perspectives from the young guys, and trying to at least give a little bit of context for what to expect out there, from my years of experience here on the track.
Dalton Kellett, the third of the AJ Foyt cars, joins us now, the K-Line car. Tell me about the bounce back for your guys, to be able to kind of get back and get ready for a day like this after what was kind of a wild week for you.
Yeah, it was definitely a big effort for the guys to get the car put back together after the issues we had on Monday, and it was really inspiring to see them all work together. We had the whole team helping out to get that car ready, and we were able to get on track for Carb Day and test everything out, and the car feels good for the race, so looking forward to getting on track today.
Kyle, kind of back to you. This is the hottest day I think we're really going to kind of have out of all this. We talked to some guys about conditions. Any inkling of where that's going to put you guys when it kind of gets going here?
That's always the big question, isn't it? We're expecting to be good. We expect to compensate for the weather change and the wind and whatnot. But Friday was super hot, super windy before qualifying, and everything changed and we almost did no laps. So this place is confusing. It's always changing. Throughout the race it's going to change. The wind can change and throw everyone off, right? So we just got to be prepared for that and think actively.
Real quick, the boss is here. AJ came in. AJ, how you doing, man? How these guys been for you this week, and what do you think you got here on Sunday?
We got to see what happens today. Don't make no difference what happened during the week. Today is today.
Got to tell me about the confidence. You got a couple of young guys, but some experience with this one here, and how this combination has worked.
Well, like I've always said, this race, it's got to fall their way or they won't do crap. And that's the way I've looked at it through the years. And if you don't have it, it ain't your day, you're not going to do nothing.
That's it. Your 65th year here. How does it feel here on race day morning to see the crowds back here and kind of feel some excitement in the place?
Well, they'll learn. You can only tell them so much. But everybody got to make the decision themselves.
Enjoy the day, sir.
Huh?
Enjoy the day.
I hope so.
That's right. Yeah, I like that. That's good. AJ Foyt, Dalton Kellett, J.R. Hildebrand, Kyle Kirkwood. These guys got a chance to make it happen. The four-time champ's going to make his way back out. Kevin Gregory, Rafael Sanchez. A whole lot of excitement continuing to build toward the green flag.
And Brad, I'm compelled because you just talked to AJ Foyt. This is all I remember of the ballad of AJ Foyt. AJ Foyt, you'll always know his name, from the great dirt tracks of Houston to the Drivers Hall of Fame. Yeah, how about that? Okay, I've met a lot of fans before. Notice there was no applause for that. Yeah, thank you. I've met a lot of fans, but never somebody in the business. An anchor reporter from Los Angeles, Mark, joins us. So you've watched the race in California, and you finally said, I've got to come and see it myself?
No, we've been coming since '93.
But that was the moment where you said, I need to
so
finally see this.
I was 9. My dad, it was a Father's Day gift. Skipped 96 because of the split.
Yeah.
Skipped, obviously, the pandemic years, but otherwise we've been here 26, 27 years.
Let me just say you look comfortable on TV, and nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Dallas Raines is the main weatherman in KABC Los Angeles. There's a Johnny Mountain out there in California.
So I have someone, don't leave yet, we love Los Angeles. This is my good friend Carol King. She's a Tony Kanaan fan, right? And this is what number race for you?
Oh gosh, I don't have to say because I came with my mom and dad as kids, so.
Listen, when you're 35 like you are, you don't have to worry about age. But you've been here for a couple of years then? You've come a couple of years?
Yes, more than a couple of years.
And what is it? What is the draw to this place? He came from Los Angeles.
It's the greatest spectacle in racing. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Well, we love it.
I know.
So I'm drawn to your name, and I was just singing, for AJ Foyt, Carol King. One of her famous songs is "You've Got a Friend," and so as you can see, you've got a lot of friends here at the Motor Speedway.
324,000 of them, by the way. They're all just hanging out and having a good time today. Enjoy the race today, and hopefully TK. We like TK.
Oh,
so hopefully he'll do well.
Just saw him talking.
All right.
He's ready to go.
Carol King, thank you so much. Come back next year.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Megan Shin joins us now. She has the best view at the Motor Speedway.
She's up there somewhere.
Perhaps. Megan?
Hey guys, so we definitely do have one of the best views out here. We also have a very special guest with us. Jason Eckerly is the regional president for PNC Bank, and you guys are actually the ones who are sponsoring the pole driver, in this case, Scott Dixon.
Yes, we are. We're very excited about that. We've been with Chip Ganassi, very proud to be partners of Chip Ganassi, and the number 9 car of Scott Dixon, who's the pole sitter this year, and we're very excited. Yeah, very excited.
And talk about what that means to you guys to see Scott on the pole position.
Well, it's visibility. He's been a good partner with us. He's been a good spokesperson for PNC, and the fact that he's having this much success here at the race is exciting for us. We're proud to be with him, proud that he's on the pole, proud to be the number 9 PNC car. It's really exciting for our whole company and all the employees.
Absolutely, and we know who you guys are rooting for, but what do you think about the crowd and the turnout? This is definitely
great.
a huge
This is great. Nice to have everybody back, and have everybody here, and have the whole crowd for the 500. It means a lot to all of us, obviously, for those that have been from here in Indianapolis. And this orange hat, everybody walk through the crowd, it's pretty special. Everybody wants one of these with Chip Ganassi, Scott Dixon, number 9. So
absolutely, feeling like back home in Indiana.
Again in Indiana. This is great. It's great to be here. It's great to have everybody back, really.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
we
Megan.
appreciate your time.
Great.
And as you can see out here, the crowd is truly growing. You guys, we got to see a lot of people lining up over in Gasoline Alley, as well as the cars going down the walkway. So we'll be right back with more news and more coverage here from Indianapolis 500. Stay with us here on WRTV.
Welcome to breakfast at the Brickyard here at Pagoda Plaza. It is loud, it is great, the energy is off the charts. And Kevin, we're meeting some people. We don't know their first names yet because we're just meeting them here on Pagoda Plaza. I want to meet these two guys, don't know their names yet, but what caught their attention was a Marine, of course, and a member of the Army. We want to thank you both for your service. Of course, as we head into Monday for Memorial Day, we always have to pay reverence and remembrance to those men and women. But I want to talk to you about why you're here today. You in particular, you have a ticket from May 30th, 1961. This is a ticket from 1961, and you're sitting in the same seat?
My uncle used to come, and my grandmother. Then when my grandmother passed away, I began coming. and my uncle passed away about 3 years ago, and I got the tickets transferred.
Who won that race?
Do you remember who won that race in '61?
No, I wasn't, but my uncle was.
Oh, right. So tell you what, tell me your first name, your last name, and where you're from.
Vince Keller, New Palestine, Indiana.
And we thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Hang tight, because Kevin wants to introduce this great Marine next to him.
Your first name?
Ted.
And Ted, you were showing me in your lanyard here. What are you carrying in there?
I'm carrying my 100th year.
Oh, okay.
That was a big moment.
That was a big moment, yeah.
Tell me about your service.
I was in the Marine Corps from 66 to 70. Did 2 years, or 2 tours in Nam. Got wounded in 67.
Are you a lifelong Hoosier?
Yes, I am.
And where in Indiana?
I was born at Methodist Hospital. I live out west at Mooresville, Indiana now.
Mooresville, Gray's Cafeteria. Shake hands, men.
Yeah.
There we go, from
Thank
one
you,
branch
gentlemen,
to
and
another.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you.
Don't leave yet. Hold on, sir. Marine. Oh, the Marine's left. The Marine left.
He's got his marching orders.
Just wanted to thank you on behalf of all of us at WRTV, to all the men and women who serve their country. Just thank you.
Well, thank you very much. You guys have a great day today. I'm ready for a good race.
We'll see you next year. Come by and visit.
Okay, thank you.
We'll see if you get the same seats.
I think you will.
Thank
you, sir. Appreciate you.
I don't think he'll ever change seats.
Well, Kevin, that's really what this day is all about, right? It's about the conversations. It's about meeting new people and reconnecting.
And you know, leading up to Memorial Day and all of those things that are done in the pre-race ceremonies to honor those. So that's really
This is what we do, right? This is what we do in 317 on this day. We just get together and invite our friends to the track and say, you know, hey, what's happening?
Nikki Dementri, we can say the same to her. Hey, what's happening? Tell us what the latest is.
Hey Raphael, hey Kevin, I'm waving from you. We're all the party people. I'm waving to you guys over at the Pagoda. Hey Raph, hey Kevin, we're over here in the snake pit still. I want to introduce you guys to Anna and Brooke. Tell me, this is a tradition for you guys.
Oh, absolutely. Almost every year. You know, COVID kind of took us back a little bit, but we're back better than ever. It's amazing. It's the vibes here, the people here having such a good time. It's so great.
The vibes, the people, and look at this Indy 500 fashion we got going on. Thanks so much, ladies. I appreciate it. I want to take a look at this crowd right now. It is growing literally by the minute as we get closer to 10 a.m. I almost said 10 p.m. 10 a.m. at the start of the race. Just look at everybody having fun and hanging out here. You know, I want to send it over to Todd. You know, Todd, I think you're really missing out on everything that's going on here, because look how much fun everybody's having. And Jason and I might start to join in and dance soon too.
Nikki, I'm having my own party here with thousands of my own favorite friends, and I don't know who else is out here, but it's getting pretty crazy here on pit lane. The excitement is building, and that's what's the most fun to see over there. We have people taking pictures, as you see. We have people kissing the bricks, and they're kind of getting the final preparations ready for the stage here. As you can see, I told you it's becoming a party. Mark and Nicole will be joining me down here. We might need them for security as we get going. But it's so good to see. There's a thermometer here on the digital scoreboard, 69 degrees right now. It is a perfect morning here at IMS. And as we go throughout the course of the day, temperatures are going to be climbing up into the 80s. There's not a cloud in the sky, and that's exactly what we wanted. So we shouldn't have any weather-related issues for the race. I'm not sure what you said, Rick, but I need to go to some place. Ralph and Kevin, we're going to you. It's pretty loud out here on pit lane with the DJ going, the speakers, and all the people building. But again, Pagoda, I'm sure, is just as busy.
Okay, welcome back to the Pagoda Plaza. And I recognize Leslie, but I didn't recognize Leslie. All dressed up here with Performance Tire. First of all, thank you for helping the toy drive through the years.
It's awesome.
You guys are suppliers to race teams.
Firestone supplies all the tires to all the teams.
So, Ralph, you remember this. Our first show on WRTV when we signed on in 1949 was the Crucible of Speed. And what they kept talking about with Firestone tires, they kept saying repeatedly, 500 miles on the track is 50,000 miles on the road. So there's still that racing road connection.
Oh, yeah. Everything they learn off the racetrack goes into a passenger tire.
So you are a marker for fans that you're taking around today?
For our hospitality.
Okay. And from all over the country?
All over the country.
All over the world?
All over the world.
In the universe?
He's pushy, isn't he? He's kind of pushy.
Just like that, yeah.
All right, well, keep them in line.
All right, thank
you don't
you.
want to end them up at Raceway Park. They got to stay here on the grounds.
This is why we love him. He has all the good questions.
He does.
Yeah.
But you know, if you lose track of somebody here, there's like 250 acres just inside the track and 600 outside.
The truth is, if he gets lost, people can see him.
That's
They
right.
can't see you and me.
That's why I wear the flag.
Is that why you wear the flag? Great to see you.
Thank you.
Well, let's take a look at the snake pit because there's two different.
Can we? Hold on. Close your eyes. Can we open our eyes yet?
Parental discretion advised.
Eyes.
No, but it's a lot different. But what's interesting is the snake pit is a different world on race day.
It is.
In other words, there's music and a whole different generation crowd is drawn in here for that event.
Sure, absolutely.
Independent of racing. So the stage is set and the ground is no longer as wet. So that'll be nice.
Well, the
as we
sun is
drive
helping
this
that
out.
out, right?
Yeah,
throughout the
absolutely.
morning, the sun will help out that situation. So, but the snake pit is just one of those places where just a lot of things happen. Very colorful, very dynamic.
And it sells out quickly. It's very popular with the younger crowd. And today is a day where you have a combination of time, sunshine, and so you just have to pace yourself in whatever it is that you're doing and just enjoy the day.
What a great way to make a comeback after so many
We got
years.
a friend
right?
over here.
We have a friend. Oh, listen, so Allison Mellangton is here. I want you to talk to her because I promised her my new uniform. So while you talk to her,
Raphael's
I'm
going to make a quick change.
I'm going to make a quick change for you. So here's your microphone for you.
So Allison Mellangton joins us now. You know her from the Super Bowl. We know you from many big events, and now with Penske.
Yes.
How did this all evolve for you to become at the center and help grow the circle of everything Indy?
Well, you know what? This has been a fabulous transition with Roger Penske as I move to motorsports here. But I love this city. I love all the sports we do. And coming out here to the track the last 7 years has been fantastic.
So what happens for you today? Is today a day of relaxation or more nerves?
Well, there's over 300,000 people coming, so once we get everybody in the door.
They've already been invited to the party and they're
Exactly.
showing up, so those two steps
That's
are done.
right. Yeah, I've got an office in the Pagoda on Pagoda 2 to troubleshoot and check for problems.
So your mind is never on the now, but also on the future.
That's exactly right.
So let me know, what are you seeing on the horizon?
For today, or
No, just looking ahead. I mean, what's on the plate always that you're thinking about?
We're always looking ahead here to make sure we're doing the best for our customers. We've done lots of customer improvements this year. Hopefully people are going to see all those in our first time having everybody back. And as we look forward in the years ahead, trying to do more events, more customer service, more opportunities for fans to come out.
We were talking about you looking forward. Look at the present, and I present to you Mr. Rafael Sanchez.
I love this guy. I love him and his enthusiasm
Feel free
for
to interview
me.
him.
Okay.
So listen, I just think that you bring so much spirit as a community leader to our city, not only in this place, but as you may recall, she's the queen of the Super Bowl, but you also give back to so many other philanthropies as well, in helping the homeless, that I just think that when we come out to your house, we have to be fashionable.
Well, I could not love you more, and this is beautiful, and it looks great on you. I want to know where I can get one.
Well, you can get this at the 500 Festival Parade. I borrowed this yesterday. I was an actual flag bearer.
I saw you.
Yeah, and so I thought, can I borrow that? And they said, absolutely. So I thought, I know one person who I would go to prom with this, and that's you.
Okay, we'll have to go out together, and I need a matching outfit.
Your outlook on today, what a beautiful day. I don't even know what to say. It is great to be back in full force. Doug was here a few minutes ago saying that you have at least 325,000 people. Wow, Allison, what an achievement.
Well, the weather gods are shining on us today, and we needed that. After Friday with Carb Day, we had some rain, so it's going to be a great day. We're asking fans to come in, be patient, getting in, and then have a great time when they're here.
You know, anytime you come around, we deserve a celebration. So, Kevin, I've lost my earpiece, but for Allison this year, I brought a special gift. So I'm going to do this.
Okay.
I'm going to see how this works.
Okay. This will take us... I love it.
We are
you shot it the wrong way, but that's probably a good idea, or you and I would be covered with
We are
confetti.
celebrating the month of May. And
All right,
always.
no balloon launch, but that was colorful. We're going to a break here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Breakfast at the Brickyard, pyrotechnics and all. back after this.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. We are live here in Pagoda Plaza. You never know who's just going to bump into you. You're going to go, is that the former mayor of Indianapolis? It is, Greg Ballard. Welcome. I mean, you're always here. I was going to say welcome home, but this is home.
This is home. We actually did watch the race on TV last year, and it really hurt. So we said that's never going to happen again. That's why we're back. And we've been here. We're here a month.
And you're still part of the community. You still visit. You still teach. So you haven't really left.
I think we've been gone for 15 months, but this is either our 6th or 7th time back. So I think we're spending more time in Indianapolis than down in South Carolina.
Yeah, you're going to be paying taxes here, Kevin. So no matter what.
I mean, that's what the Speedway is saying. Back home again.
And we will come back. We're probably going to come back either late this year or next year.
Well, Mr. Mayor, we always thank you for coming by and saying hello. All the best to you and the missus. Say hi to Mrs. Ballard. We appreciate your time.
Enjoy the day out here. It's going to be a great day.
Our coverage of Brickyard at the Breakfast at the Brickyard continues. I think I need to get a drink. Our coverage at Breakfast at the Brickyard continues right here on WRTV.
Just listen. A universal language. The language of speed, competition, and glory. Just look. More than 100 years of history etched into the fibers of Indianapolis Motor Speedway, not unlike the hieroglyphs of ancient Egypt. 300,000 people set to fill the cathedral of racing, to watch 33 drivers compete to write their own legend and achieve racing immortality. And we're giving you a front seat to the festive gathering that we like to call Breakfast at the Brickyard.
This is WRTV's Breakfast at the Brickyard, sponsored by Edmondson RV.
Welcome in. It's 10 o'clock here on race morning. Welcome to Breakfast at the Brickyard, getting a live look at the main straightaway here at the start-finish line as we count down the final hours to the 106th running of the Indianapolis 500. And what a great morning it is. We're here live at the start-finish line. Mark Mullins, Nicole Griffin, and Todd Clausen. Guys, beautiful.
All right.
This is my first experience down here.
Oh, welcome to the controlled chaos, as I've been calling it all morning. Things are really starting to build, and welcome to the party here. We've had the cars come out to pit lane already, so that's good news, right? But now we can see the Purdue band starting to come down the front stretch, and so now we're really starting to get into the heart here of the morning leading up to the running of the 106.
And the Purdue band usually plays Back Home Again in Indiana, which is a storied tradition here at the race.
Yeah, they'll file in and they'll end up over here and they'll practice, and so this is the real fun part. It's been people, but now we got cars, we got the activity, we got the pomp and circumstance.
Yeah, fans are making their way in. My dad and my husband are on their way. They said they're stuck in traffic on 38th Street, so leave early. A lot of people have left early, and they're filling up the stands here already.
Packing that time. Nicole and I were at gate 1 to begin the morning, made our way here. Most people are now down in this area. They want to do the tradition. They want to kiss the bricks, take pictures with the Borg Warner trophy, and then find their seats.
So many traditions here. I can't wait to be a part of it all. This is so neat, especially for an Indiana girl to be here at the Motor Speedway.
I know. Mark and I have been down here on the start-finish line for a few years.
For years. Way back.
But and correct me, Mark. Last 2 years we didn't have this. It just seems a little even more busier than years past.
Well, I think a lot of people were hungry for this event to come back. They wanted to do it in person, and like we've been reporting, this crowd is expected to be as big as the 2019 crowd, or before that, and then the biggest crowd back in 2016. They're very excited to have everybody.
And the weather couldn't be better.
Right, exactly. We've got an exciting hour lined up for you. Let's kick things off with Brad Brown. Brad, you're roaming around.
Mark and Nicole and Todd, all of the people who are not at the start-finish line, I think, are down here at the south end of pit lane toward turn 1. We are down here where pretty soon, in the span of about the next 30 minutes or so, they will start to roll those cars from pit lane around that corner and out onto the grid to start to set up the 11 rows of 3 for the pre-race ceremonies. And it is indeed a busy time down here. Eventually the former champions parade is going to get a chance to get going. We've got some vintage car laps that are coming as well, and eventually all of these grandstands along the front stretch and inside here. Hi, you're good, you're live, we're on TV. Hi guys, there it is. There's a live crowd this morning. They're here ready for race day. Every one of these seats is going to be full in the span of the next couple of hours as we get set to go to the green flag. Tony Kanaan will be starting up in the front of the field as well. Had a chance to talk to TK here on race day morning just a short time ago. All right, Tony Kanaan, 21st Indianapolis 500.
I can drink now. I'm legal.
Champagne when you're ready.
Milk first, right?
Absolutely. Just tell me the vibe of this team. We talked to Chip on Friday. He has lots of smiles, talking to Scott, talking to Jimmy. Man, you guys are feeling really good coming into this, it seems.
Brad, we built a very strong team. I think Chip didn't just pick us because he likes us. He knew we all could be winners at this race. And what an unbelievable job we've done up until today. Like he just said in our race meeting this morning, and it doesn't matter now. You got to prove it all over again. So, but awesome job by the team. 5 cars in the fast, in the top 12, 4 cars in the fast 6. So it's up to us now.
You learn anything over 20 years of doing this? It just kind of, every time we talk to one of the drivers when they miss on a day here, they can go back and add all that up. does that do anything to make the equation, or you're still just kind of at the mercy of this place, it seems, sometimes?
I always said that the track picks the winner. So what I've learned over the years, it's not to worry about things I can't control. So something can break, we can have a bad stop, I can make a bad judgment. If I try to minimize all the things I can control, and the outcome is not what I want, that means the track didn't pick me this time. And this track owes me nothing. These fans are unbelievable to me. I mean, I had one of the greatest experience again yesterday in the parade, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna make me cry in driver's intro. So
absolutely,
I'm extremely humbled just to be part of it, but I know I have a car to win, and I'll do everything I can to do so.
Get to work, brother. Safe drive.
Thank you.
It's one of those 5 Chip Ganassi racing cars, and we will see if TK is able to put one together here just like he did back in 2013. The fans from Brazil are here. There they are. Look at that. There they are. And all of these fans down here in turn 1 getting set to go for race day. Some TK fans, some LAO fans. They are all more than ready as we count down toward the green flag. Just now about 2.5 hours till these cars will roll off on the parade laps on our way to the 106th Indianapolis 500. It is a dynamite day down here on the track. Megan Shin is up there high atop Pagoda Plaza with a great view of the action. Megan, good morning and happy race day.
Good morning, Brad. Happy race day to you too. We also can see the red carpet from where we're at, so we have this fantastic view. You can see some of the celebrities arriving earlier on. I got the privilege of seeing Jordan Fisher, who's going to be the national anthem singer, Broadway celebrity, of course. And we do know with the green flag, Miles Teller will be waving the green flag to start the greatest spectacle in racing, and so much more. We also saw the Thunderbirds out here who will do a flyover later today with the national anthem. So we're so excited to see all of this activity here. You can really feel the energy and feel the festivities of the Indianapolis 500. Really, the 106th running is spectacular so far. Of course, we have more than 300,000 people, Hoosiers and people from everywhere, ready to see this race, ready to feel the energy and enthusiasm, ready to be back home again in Indiana. We're so excited to have everyone out here. Of course, the weather looks pretty good so far. Luckily, the wind has stopped blowing up here, but we have a beautiful view of the whole area from the Pagoda area. So at this point in time, we are definitely keeping an eye on this growing crowd. And Raphael and Kevin, how are things looking out there for you?
Well, Megan, thank you so much. Megan, I have to be honest with you here at Pagoda Plaza. I really can't see beyond ground level, so I really depend on the newest
edition.
Am I
your periscope?
You are now my Skycam 6. You're the official drone of WRTV.
Well,
on the ground.
We haven't done this yet.
What do you see? Okay. What do you see?
Well, let's start right over here. This is Pagoda Plaza, and there's a gatekeeper to that area. So this is a lot of hospitality, and you can see the companies there that are hosting people. But in the middle of all that is public seating with shade at a table, and this is a huge area pre-race. So you come in here, you get your picture, which is the easy part, then you try to find your seat, and that's like a treasure hunt. And if you're new to the track and you show up in the first turn and somebody tells you, oh, you're in the 4th turn, then you realize the immensity of this place.
Now, this is one of the few places that can actually hold a number of other major buildings, like the White House, the Roman Coliseum, you name it. You don't think it's so big when you drive by 16th and Georgetown, but this is an enormous place, Tom.
I think once you kind of, everybody has their routine, so you kind of pick your spots. You do know where your seats are because you've probably been sitting in them for years. But what's really fun here is that literally we can stop almost any person at random and they have a story. They have a connection.
For example, let's stop this gentleman. Hi, sir. You are live on ABC.
Well,
how are you?
I'm well.
You look fantastic.
Wow.
How many races have you come to?
Oh, my God. I worked here for 20 years, and then in probably 99, my son and I started coming.
Are you a lifelong Hoosier?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
So tell me your first memories of coming to the track, and how is it that you ended up working at the track?
Well, started in the first turn, of course. That was the real snake pit.
Okay.
And went there for a few years, and then at my work, one of the guys worked here.
Okay.
And, you know, there were some nice perks. with that. Dang.
So here you
Oh.
are.
Here you are. Well,
There's
listen.
my old bed.
Did you use your old Okay. Well, listen. We want to thank you for stopping by. We thank you for sharing your story. We have so many people. Some of our friends are all over the place. Mark and Nicole, tell me what you're seeing there at the Yard of Bricks.
There you go.
Yeah, good morning. It is getting loud down here. The excitement is building. The marching band from Purdue is passing by now. I can just feel all the electricity in the air.
That's right. And the band is going through here as they're leaving. But we've just been told that the Borg Warner Trophy is so close to arriving at the Yard of Bricks. And you want to talk about frenzy. Everybody crowds the trophy when it gets that close.
I cannot wait to see it. This is so neat.
You know, the band's coming in, making Kevin Gregory proud. The big drum just went in from
They're all
Purdue.
kissing the bricks.
They're all kissing the bricks as they go by. The band. I need to ask Kevin if he has one of those silver hats. If he wore one of those.
I'm sure he is.
I think he's got the silver hair now. I don't know if he has the silver hat.
Total Boilermaker up there.
Boilermaker through and through.
So from what I can see is I just saw the trophy making its way down the straightaway. By the time you come back to us next time, we should have it here to be able to show you.
Look at this.
ABC, live.
Hey, we're live, indeed. We're passing phones around. Okay, so if I stood here and said we have two-time Indy 500 champion Ari Luyendyk here, that'd be one thing. But David Hasselhoff is in Indianapolis. These guys have a strong connection. Kind of give the folks who don't know your IndyCar connection here.
Ari was the driver. We had a team called Race for Life, and we brought maybe 500 kids to the track. And they all had leukemia. I just got a picture from one of them who made it, who's still alive.
Yeah.
Then I went to the Newman Haas team, and where'd you go?
Hamilton Racing, I believe, in '87. But yeah, we worked together in '86, and he brought through Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah.
And what was the other charity? Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I can't remember.
Yeah, and but he brought hundreds of children to the track, and it was
Drove
very
them around,
very
drove-
touching.
Yeah.
Yeah, very not always easy to be around children that are terminally ill, but he did that for, I don't know, you still might even do it now.
Well, it's lasted 16 years, and it goes all over all the Indy tracks and all the Indy races. So it's great to be back. I sang the national anthem here.
Yeah,
that's right. And it's Jim Neighbors, right? Back home in Indiana. Yeah.
Great tradition.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Indy.
Thank you very much, man.
Ari, how has the buzz been for you to see kind of around these last couple of weeks getting set for what's going to be a massive race here?
Well, you know, I work in race control. I'm one of the race stewards together with Max Papis. So whenever there's a penalty coming guys' ways today, then you know where it comes from. And 99% they're justified. You know, when they speed in the pits, it's just a ticket that pops out of a machine, so that's an automatic penalty, unfortunately for them. But no, the buzz is amazing today. It's just like it, you know, before the pandemic, and I think it's going to be busier than the couple of races before the pandemic, so it's great to see.
What was it like to see Dixon on pole day, 2:34, putting up some of the speeds like you guys were doing back in the mid-90s there? It was a wild show.
Yeah, it was great to see those speeds, and I've always said, you know, I hope they break my track record.
Yeah.
And of course, he's the fastest pole sitter ever. I wasn't on the pole that weekend, but I always said if we get close to breaking the record, it for sure will bring more fans out, I'm sure, for qualifying, and I hope to see that in the next couple of years when they change the rules.
You're in quite a lineup back here with all these former champions. This is always the fun part of the day for you guys, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, this is where you see each other after a year or longer, and you know, exchanging stories, having good laughs, and it's just an amazing atmosphere, and it's still great to be part of this great race.
Have a great race day. Thanks for the time.
Thank you.
Good. Ari Leyendijk, two-time winner, and the Hoff's taking some pictures down here as the fun continues. Nikki Demetrius having some fun, too, as we continue the countdown toward the green flag.
Brad, you might have David Hasselhoff, but guess who I have? I have Daniel. I'm here in Section 82, right behind Gate 2. Daniel, tell me about this outfit. I mean, how could you not talk to this man?
Had the pants for about 20 years, added the shirt this year. Next year, going to have the bucket hat, so we'll be checkered from head to toe all the way through.
37 years you've been coming for it. Not the same pants for 37 years, let me tell you that, everyone. We got new pants this year, which is a good thing because I heard the old pants were a little bit much. It's fine. Tell me, you guys have been in the same seats for 37 years?
37 years, same seats. Got to have them. This whole crew, we come every year, 37 years.
37 years, same seats, almost the same pants. Next year we're going to have the bucket hat as well.
Come back next year and see us here.
Perfect. We'll come back next year. We'll make that a promise. We'll come back right here to Section 82, Row H.
Row H.
Row H.
Row H, seats 1 through 12.
Seats 1 through 12. Well, we'll see you guys here next year. Mark, Nicole, Todd. We had Daniel. I heard David Hasselhoff. Who do you guys have?
Yeah, we're in the pit lane here. Thanks, Nikki. And things really escalating very quickly here in pit lane. You know, there's been a ton of people on pit lane, but what's really filling in now, the seats here, everybody is starting to fill in and find their seats.
Well, that's what they were encouraging people to do, to get to their seats sooner, because there are so many people to get into place this year.
And I can tell they're sitting in the sunshine. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm sure they're getting nice and warm up there.
Yeah, sunscreen will be your best friend today, by the way. Make sure you have sunscreen and a lot of water if you're coming out here, because even though we're getting into the 80s, the humidity's down, so it doesn't feel really hot and muggy. But that sun will get you, trust me.
And I'll tell you what, at the start-finish, at Gate 1 actually, we saw people bringing their sunscreen in, but they were using aerosol cans.
Yeah.
So you can't, they had to leave them, so you cannot bring aerosol cans.
That's good to know. I didn't know that. Right. Yes, especially with the wind, you'd be getting sunscreen on the people down there, couple seats down. The trophy, by the way, the Borg Warner, is on the yard of bricks right out there at the start-finish line, right under where they wave the white and green and checkered flags. So things are really starting to escalate. Right now we're going back to go to Plaza, though, to Kevin and Raphael. What are you guys seeing out there?
And welcome back to Pagoda Plaza. Archbishop Thompson joins us now. I know you had Mass earlier today.
Yeah.
Is that for drivers, the public?
It's for the public. Father Joe Feltz, another priest here, had 2 masses earlier for the workers, so this was pretty much all public.
So you will give the invocation, and how do you approach that? you have a limited amount of time, and I'm sure you have a lot to say. What are parameters that you work with?
Well, they give you the amount of time to do it in, and so and then there's a monitor for me, and I practice it several times, so I make sure I stay within that area, and then make sure I pronounce it.
So it's memorized.
Oh, almost.
Okay, and you have how much time?
This year, 45 seconds. So they tell me.
Yeah. Well, they won't take the mic out of you.
Archbishop, as you know, I often make you do this because I want to find out from you. Here we go. Here we go, Archbishop. There you go. You know, I want to see you wearing this at one of the masses. But what is your favorite memory so far? You've done this now for a number of years. What is your favorite moment here at the track?
Being interviewed by you, of course. Just being out here with people, just watching wonderful people, having a great time, and just families and just friends coming together, especially after the pandemic, just being able to come back together. I love this time of year, the beauty, the warmth. I like the heat. Just great to have the fanfare, and just, you know, the world's eyes are on Indianapolis today.
Now, the last time you and I met, as you may recall, you mentioned that your mother is a fan of WRTV, and I sent with you a box of chocolates. Did your mother get the chocolates?
She absolutely did, and she's been begging me to get your address to send you a thank you. She feels like she's not doing her job by not sending a thank you to you. So
listen, I'm just trying to get to heaven, so any help that you can give me to get there, if Mama Thompson can help me, help you, help us, that's a good thing.
I tell you what, you and I pray for each other. That's how we help each other get to heaven. All right, and with Mama Thompson too.
Well, we will hear your
chance.
booming voice soon over the PA system, and you have an exact time, right?
Exact time, 12:18. 12:18.
Everything is run precision timing
exactly.
here.
Yep.
We don't want to make you late. And I tell you what, maybe next year you can wear this jacket. We'll see.
All right.
We'll check with Doug Bowles. I'm sure there's protocols about what you can wear for an invocation.
And you can sneak off with a coat.
Yes.
I think you had me put this on so you can show people how much better you look in it than I do.
Oh, I don't think so.
My color kind of goes with my wardrobe.
You have it going on, Archbishop. I think you can really rock that during a mass. We'll see.
There you go. All right.
All right. Have a great day.
Thank you, guys.
Nice to see you. Brad is in the garage area, and the garage area is coming alive. We just heard from A.J. Foyt not long ago, Tony Kanaan, and David Hasselhoff. He sang the national anthem in 1986.
Is that us? I think we're here. Okay, we've done one better than Gasoline Alley or the garage area. We're down here in turn 1, and I've stumbled upon a collection of about 15 or so collective Indy 500 champions right here. Danny Sullivan is here, Mario Andretti, Johnny Rutherford, Dario Franchitti, Ryan Hunter-Reay is back the other way. Rick Mears is making his way down here. These guys, Mario's all sorts of energetic. Dario, do you have as much energy as Mario?
Absolutely not. He's incredible, isn't he? We were just talking about his, I don't know if it's his debut or his re-debut in Formula One when he's going to drive the McLaren, so we're just, I think this is his training regime.
Mario's warming up. Mario, are you getting ready to race today? You're getting loose.
Oh, yes, yeah, we're ready.
How's the day feel here? It really feels like just such a massive event.
Oh, fantastic. The weather is a blessing. Yeah, it's beautiful weather. Couldn't be any better.
Johnny Rutherford back here as well. JR, how you doing today?
I'm any better. I couldn't stand it.
Right?
Yeah, it's good.
What's it been like to see this week come together and what this field has put together?
Incredible. It looks like the old days. Mario and I know about the old days here and how many people were here. It's going to be that way again today, and it's wonderful.
What's the parade like for y'all to get on a chance here just to see what's going on a day like this and soak it all in?
Well, that's part of it, you know. We've been there and done that. Now we got to come here and do this, so it's
a little easier.
Something a little different, yes.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Good.
Yes, we will.
Speaking of AJ, Foyt's rolling in here right now. We'll see where he's going. We're going to turn this way, and you can bring him through. We'll wheel him through. Yep. AJ can wave. Absolutely. That's it. Yeah, you're good. We already talked to AJ. We'll come around this way. Yeah, Paulie, come back over here. We're going to catch up with Danny Sullivan, too. Danny was named to the IMS Hall of Fame just a couple nights ago. Danny, want to wave? Hi. We'll see it again. Stay right there. You're good. Danny, coming in behind you. Hi. Yep, and in for a kiss. Chat live. That's good. Yep. Hi, Danny.
How are you,
We're doing live TV, so just hang. Congrats on the Hall of Fame.
Thank you
just
very much.
Just Thursday night. Kind of tell me, what is this like for you when you get back here with the gang, back here with the guys, and get a chance to share the stories and all this?
Well, I mean, to meet with everybody and talk and see old friends, mechanics, yellow shirts, everybody. But I have no pressure today. Oh, I got a little pressure. I got to drive that the old Al Unser car, but no pressure. But look at this place. What a fabulous ambiance. It's just so cool to come back and enjoy it.
You mentioned the yellow shirts and some of the old timers here. How neat is it when you were a young driver here? These people are still here, and they're still part of the tradition.
I know, but it is part of the tradition, and they made our life. They made it easy for us, and they were good to us and stuff like that. Most of them, no, all of them. Everybody was good. But there's just such an experience here, and there's so much tradition, which I think is what we all forget, is how much tradition's here at Indy. Love it.
Enjoy the day.
Thank you all.
Good. 1985 winner Danny Sullivan. Thanks Mario, Dario, JR. The champions are all here. We'll show them off as we go to break. The countdown rolls along. Linda Vaughn is here as well. All the stars are coming out for the 106th Indianapolis 500. Back with more Breakfast at the Brickyard next here on WRTV.
This is WRTV's Breakfast at the Brickyard, sponsored by Edmondson RV.
Welcome back to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It is a beautiful race morning here at IMS ahead of the 106th running of the Indy 500. You can see the fans starting to fill the stands here at IMS ahead of the greatest spectacle of racing. It's exciting out here.
The energy is incredible here. I mean, to be standing here in the middle of all these people, you would never know that we had a pandemic a couple of years. I mean, there are so many people out here today.
I think a lot of people are making up for lost time the past 2 years not being able to be out here. You know, as chaotic as it kind of is and seems. It's so good to see, though, everybody
Feels
back
good.
at the track. It just feels so good to have all these people back, and just knowing the traditions that so many families have of, you know, decades worth of races together. And even though I know Doug Bowles made his proclamation during the COVID year, it still counts as a consecutive race. It just seemed different. So it's just good to get all those families and groups and everybody back together once again.
Well, it's like the theme of this year's race is continuing with the traditions, moving forward in that way, and you can really feel that here today. Everybody getting in the spirit, too. Like, I want to bring one of our technicians, our engineers in. This is Doug, and Doug is married to a manicurist who does experiments on him, and she did this one today. Loving it.
Job, too. I love it. It is. I mean, the pattern's perfect.
Right.
There you go. Two thumbs up with the forecast for the day today, that's for sure. Two thumbs. And if I had a third thumb, I'd give a third thumbs up.
Oh my gosh, we really lucked out, especially with a couple rainy days earlier this week.
Right? You know, we got all the rain out of the way on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so it's been good.
So free to enjoy the 106th running today.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed out there. Let's send things over to Pagoda Plaza, where Kevin and Raphael are standing by. Hey guys.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. We're with the Mayor of Indianapolis, Joe Hogson. Welcome. It's good to see you in the official WRTV Pagoda Plaza suit jacket. Kevin, he looks good, doesn't he?
Raphael says is putting this coat on you every year is a measure of your fitness because it always seems to fit perfectly.
I may try to sneak out of here with it on this year because I love it so much. Will that come out of Raphael's paycheck?
Oh, believe me, he has many of these.
Mr. Mayor, a day like today, every mayor in this country would love to have this facility. Well, first of all, every mayor would love to live in Indianapolis 317, right? So that's a given. But to have this event in their jurisdiction, I mean, what a gift.
It's almost like a coming out party, Raphael, after the last 2 years. I mean, you walk around the grounds today, everybody's got a smile on their face. Everybody is happy. There's so much energy. There's so much exuberance. After the last 2 years, to have over 300,000 people come together at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm proud of Indianapolis. I think it shows us to be the resilient city that we are. And I'm looking forward to a great race this afternoon.
You're a Hoosier kid. For you, what does this mean? When you look back at whatever year you want to pick and you say, that's my Indiana, where does that take you? What year do you go to? What race do you go to that says, this is my place?
Well, you know, it really began not with a race, but a place. You know, I'm from Rushville, Indiana, and our race day traditions were very well established. We cooked out in the backyard, filled the picnic table full of food, and we listened to the Indianapolis 500, Sid Collins, that's a name from the past, Paul Page. We would listen on the radio. And it wasn't until I was older, and then now my adult years I've spent entirely in Indianapolis, that we started attending the race. So when I think back about my first memories of the race, it's Jimmy Clark, it's Graham Hill, it's AJ Foyt, Mario Andretti, and it's always on the radio.
You've gone old school on us, Mr.
Yeah,
Mayor.
you know what's interesting is that when you listen to the older races, they didn't do turn announcing. So in other words, it wasn't what's happening first, second, third, fourth turn. It was the overall view and a lot of interviews. It seems foreign to the way it's covered today.
That's right, and I'll say that you know, the coverage has just gotten better every single year, both radio and TV.
You get a second or two. They're coming into the first turn side by side. TK's taking the lead down low, and then the next guy goes. Yeah.
He should do radio. He should do radio.
Yeah, I tell you,
but
the sun is out, the wind is blowing. It's going to be a great day. Wear sunscreen.
But Nikki Dementry's there to give us all the coverage. Nikki, what's happening where you're at right now?
Raphael, we are in a crowd of people heading into the track, heading to their seats right now, but I want to first introduce you to this family. You see back home again, but this is a tradition, so truly back home again.
Oh yeah, back home again in Indiana. We're a big family, the Logston family. We come from 11 different states. There's about 40 of us here. Anna and Papa, who are 9 88 years old, and they made it up in the stands. So we're real excited. We got them up in there, got them settled. So we're just going to look around, maybe pick up some T-shirts, and so big tradition for us.
There you go. 92 and 84.
88.
88.
Yeah. They're going to keep coming until it's over, you know. So
Tell me, how old were you all when you first started coming?
Jackson?
I was 8 years old.
8?
I was probably 6 years old. I grew up here, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Like 11. Probably 10 years old.
10. So you guys, this isn't your first one, obviously.
No, but it feels like the first time every time we're here. It's so exciting. And what's not to like today? The weather's perfect. I mean, little breeze going, beautiful people everywhere. So.
Tell me, what does back home again mean to you all?
Well, it's where we see family, you know. I mean, this is a bigger event than Christmas for us or Thanksgiving. So it's just where we all get together.
I can tell you, I feel like last night it was like sleeping right before Christmas,
Oh
right?
yeah, I couldn't sleep last night. I slept 2 hours. You know, so I don't know. I just had a lot of anxiety for today, excitement. So
2 hours, you and me both, we slept
Yeah,
that
I'm
amount.
sure, I'm sure.
I'm not sure how long Brad Brown slept, but I know he's doing a lot right now. I want to send it over to him because he's gotten all of the inside scoop right now.
Okay, guys. There are few things more iconic in motorsports than the Borg-Warner Trophy, and the two men most directly associated with it are joining us now here on Breakfast at the Brickyard. Fred Lasalle, president of Borg-Warner. Will Behrens, the sculptor, the man with his hands on the faces. We'll talk to you in a second, Will, as his work has been displayed once again. Fred, for Borg-Warner, the opportunity to have Elio as an ambassador for you over the past year, what has this ride been like leading up to this year's race?
This is just awesome to be part of this tradition since 1936, to have all those great drivers, to see the faces and the energy around this race, to see the fan back, you know, first year after COVID. I'm just thrilled to bring the trophy to all the fans, and I can't wait to see who's going to win this year.
When you see the buzz that the trophy gets, does it ever surprise you just how much it gets?
I'm always surprised. That trophy has the power of attracting people. You know, I've done half a lap with the trophy and a number of people taking pictures, taking videos. This is the biggest trophy, for me, the biggest trophy in the world of sport.
Well done. Enjoy the day.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the day too.
Good. Will Behrens put Elio Castroneves' face on here for the 4th time. 32 for you in total. Tell me first about getting a chance to revisit these champions, when you get a chance to have a 4-time, a 3-time, a 2-time champion.
Well, with Helio it was exciting because about 6 years ago, the winner started coming to my studio for a day of sittings and everything, and so that's the first time I'd really spent a lot of time with Helio. Such a wonderful, engaging guy. So even though I'd done his image 3 times, this is the first time we really got to know each other a little bit, so it was special in that way. So.
When you're back here, it's been a couple years, but to be in this place on this day, what does that mean to you?
Oh my goodness, you know, I started this in 1990, and I was a race fan then, but you know, you'd think that my 33rd year here, you'd think it'd start to get a little old and routine, but it does not. It's so exciting. I'd look forward to it for months ahead every year, and it's just thrilling to be here, even after all these years.
Congratulations on another job well done. Enjoy the day.
Thank you.
Good. Will Behrens here from North Carolina. Fred, thank you, brother.
Thank you very
Enjoy
much.
the day.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Beautiful day here. We are at the start-finish line where it will all end. Mark and Nicole are about 30 feet over in that direction. We'll send it back to them right now.
Thanks, Brad. You know, here on the straightaway, we're seeing the cars start to roll out. We heard the announcement saying that they're starting to line up the rows, so the drivers can be in their starting positions there. So that means we're getting closer to the start of the race.
Taking them from pits and lining them up.
Right.
The 11 rows of 3 for the 33 cars starting to take their spot on the track. So that's exactly right. You know it's getting close, and I see Johnny Rutherford on the screen and Ari Leindyke cruising around in the convertible. So starting to bring all these former champions out and parade them around the track as well.
And then in the next hour, we're going to meet the drivers, actually. They're doing the driver introductions before they get into their cars and start the race.
So many traditions, so many people just looking forward to being back out here today to see all those traditions. Yesterday I was out at the Coke lot and the planes were flying over practicing. It was so neat to see. I can't wait for it.
You know, and let's not forget it's Memorial Day, right? So this is a big weekend to honor our veterans here and those currently serving as well. And IMS just does such a good job of honoring all them as well. And so that's all part of the pre-race festivities coming up.
We even just saw the honor guard march up onto the main stage here for a special presentation. So yeah, that tradition of honoring veterans during this weekend and those that have lost their lives fighting for us continues.
And IMS does it better than any other event I've seen.
Yeah.
So it's really good to see.
We've got a lot more breakfast at the Brickyard here this hour. Keep it here on WRTV. We'll be right back right after this.
Race day at Indianapolis. There are few places more unique than to be here on the track as they grid these cars. The 11 rows of 3 are starting to come together. Back here in row number 9 is where the race for history will commence as Helio Castroneves will go for his 5th victory at the Indy 500 in the number 06 AutoNation Sirius XM Honda for Meyershank Racing. After last year's thrilling victory, can Helio do it again? I had a chance to talk with him earlier this week about getting ready to make a run at his greatest win ever. What has been of this 365-day journey the one thing that stands out for you at celebrating this whole thing again?
Every single moment that I came back here is being special. With the unveiling of the ticket, unveiling of the trophy, and then earning a street, 4th Street now is Castroneves Drive, and have the promo, it was a bit with my face. It's been incredible. So I can't tell you one, but obviously sharing that with my family, my daughter and my wife, it's been spectacular.
We've seen a lot of the family around here over the course of the last couple of weeks. Really, how special is that? Because for some of them, it's sort of that first full time at really getting a chance to absorb champion Helio here at the Speedway.
Yeah, even for them, well, my wife actually in 2009, she was already here, but my daughter was just like, she feels like, oh, my dad is champ. Wow. So it's really cool to see that. However, we know the competitors, they look very into it. A lot of people still look into what we did last year, which was very good. So we got to got to move the focus, a laser focus now for this weekend.
Talking to Simon, you guys have been trying to just find those little things with all of this new data that's been available to you. Has it kind of changed your perspective on how to get to race day and how to get to 500 miles with all these extra things, a teammate, this whole new everything for you?
Yeah, because last year, remember, we had zero understanding. However, we knew what we had got to do it, and then all of a sudden we faced with scenario that we were like a few miles an hour slow. We're like, whoa, now we got to think outside of the box. And that's why Simon and I have been working really well together with Andretti Autosports, so make sure that we can find that perfect sweet spot.
What are you most looking forward to in the hours leading up to this one on Sunday?
Well, I'm looking forward to get in the car, see the full house now. You know, last year was, which felt like full house, but it was only half. So I can't wait to be in that moment.
And that full house just may very well get a chance to see Elio make one more climb of this fence like he did last year if he's the first to cross the finish line here after 500 miles. Hey, one thing we can tell you over there, this is Tunnel 7. Look at the hundreds and thousands of fans that are making their way here into the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They are going under the front stretch and making their way toward Pagoda Plaza. That's where our Megan Shin has been all morning and enjoying a beautiful race day here at IMS. Hi, guys. Hi, Megan.
Hey Brad, oh my goodness, it is a gorgeous day to be out here and we have tons of fans showing up. So I want to take you over here to see the grandstand behind us with the fans just filling it up so far. We also have the cars, of course, coming here onto the track. And if our photographer can go to the other side as well, I'll let him show the crowds that we have just really piling up over in Gasoline Alley. It is a tremendous crowd for the 106th running of the Indy 500. I know we've been talking about this all morning, but more than 300,000 fans, and it sure feels like it. You can definitely feel the energy out here. It is a spectacular day to be a part of this big event and really to be a Hoosier. And of course, we expect the crowds to get even bigger. This is a huge event. We're expecting crowds even up close to the numbers that we saw for the 100th running of the Indy 500. But at this point in time, we have a beautiful day, beautiful weather. The wind's blowing just a little bit, and it is truly a monumental moment for the Hoosier State. And Raphael and Kevin, I was talking about the weather and the wind up here just a little bit. I'm sure it's a lot more warm though down in the plaza.
It's a little bit calmer in different ways. I think the energy of people is sort of the tsunami that we're feeling here. We just saw the green flag delivered by IU Health. We are getting so close.
And so one of the ways that we could see what Raphael was talking about, when you're in Pagoda Plaza, and for that matter, when you're anywhere in the track, I think 85–90% of the people can always see some huge big screen TV. So you feel connected to all these different things that are going on. But there's a lot of people that have found their seat already. And you're talking about a 12:45 green flag, but they're in position.
And of course, all those new renovations done under Roger Penske, who known as the captain. This will be his first race as the owner of this track where a full crowd is present. Of course, when he took over the track, then the pandemic hit. So of course, it's a big day for him.
Yeah, so the welcome mat is out, and finally all the pieces of the puzzle come together. The fans, the health of the community, and the weather.
Yes.
So that makes a huge difference, no doubt. Well, all these folks that are behind us, you used to be able to just walk freely.
So as you can see, the cars are on the racetrack now, which is again another major move. As the cars go on the track, you know, we're getting ready for this thing, and we cannot wait to see. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, they're hassling us because they're Bills fans.
They're okay.
They're civil.
They're all right. Only Nicky Dementri loves the Bills fans, right? So.
Well, so one of the factors may be during the race, at least something noticeable that teams will think about, is that wind gusting 20 to 25 miles per hour. It's on the fans' side of keeping a breeze, keeping you cool, but you got to watch out for that sun.
Good job on the weather today.
Right there.
Good prediction. You're always on it. We appreciate that. Whether it's sunny or stormy, we can count on you to give us the forecast. You are watching Breakfast at the Brickyard only right here on WRTV.
Welcome back to Breakfast at the Brickyard. Giving you a live look as a lot of the fans here get a chance to walk on the track. They'll have to clear away eventually to make room for the cars for the race to start.
Take a look at
I want to
this.
come out live here. We've got the green flag just delivered to us in one of the pace cars there, and we featured the man who delivered it in a story. He actually had a struggle with a health issue, and that's how they honor the folks that work at IU Health and that have been saved by there. They bring the green flag.
Just an amazing story we were able to share, and he's getting to come out here with his family today to be part of the race, all the traditions of the Indianapolis 500. Such a cool moment. This has just been such an amazing time to be down here. You should see me. I'm just looking all around like.
It really is sensory overload.
It is. There's a lot going on, and having done this many years now, you kind of get used to the traditions, the timing of everything. So the green flag, and then pretty soon they'll start pushing everybody out of the pits, and then you really get into the driver introductions, and then it's off from there.
I'm ready to take off this polo, get in my race gear. I'm ready.
Ready for it. We've got so much more lined up for you. Brad has been interviewing a lot of the drivers that will be on the track today. We're going to toss things back to him. He's in the garages, still catching up with folks before it's time for the green flag to wave.
Okay, we were talking about pace cars. We're down here with the pace car. If Paul wants to walk over here with me, the 2023 Chevrolet Z06 that Sarah Fisher will lead the field of the green flag in. That is the pace car right there. It's loud and it's fast and it's fantastic. But get a look at the crowd that is down here right now. Paulie, get up the show. I'm starting to fill in these grandstands here along the front stretch. Keep in mind, 2 years ago, I was lucky to be one of the 1,000 or so people. That was it. That was here for that race in August during the pandemic. Last year, we had a crowd of about 135,000 in here. It was a good day at the track, but this feels like so much more. We harken back to that 100th running in 2016. It's starting to feel like that. You start to get a sense that the buzz is building as we're just a little less than 2 hours until the green flag for the start of this year's race. Now, as for some of the storylines for this year, well, here we are. We made it to the front row. We poke our head around here, and we get a look at that PNC bank car of Scott Dixon. There's some locals there. Hi, guys. Can Dixie do it again? He's on pole for the 5th time, but it's been 2008 since he got his only Indy 500 win. They've been so close a couple of times. Will they have what it takes to make it to the end in P1 and be drinking that milk in Victory Circle? Now we'll back it up and work our way around to the rest of the front row. Remember, Alex Palou last year finished as the runner-up to Elio Castroneves and had himself in position to maybe win this race. Well, here he is once again, back at P2 on the grid, this time for the start of this year's Indy 500. The defending IndyCar Series champion, the young driver from Spain, has been so very good over the course of the last 16 months. Will they have what it takes in that other Ganassi car to get it done? And then on the outside of row 1, it is that bright orange Bitcoin car of Ed Carpenter Racing and Rinus VeeKay. We talked with Rinus earlier this morning about how excited he is to be back in a position to start this race from the front row. But can the young driver from the Netherlands piece together what it takes to get all the way to the end? As we talk to these drivers this morning, it is always so interesting to hear what they have to say about luck, to hear what they have to say about pit stops, all of the little things that it takes to make it to the end of this race at the front of the field. As we saw with Elio Castroneves last year, nobody expected that team to be in that position, and then all of a sudden, there they were at the end, making their way toward the front of the field, and Elio was on his way to his 4th Indy win. Could he make it 5 today? Could it be another champion like Takuma Sato maybe winning his 3rd? Can Alexander Rossi get it done as he continues his quest for a 2nd Indy 500 title? The same for Tony Kanaan, and the same with the likes of Will Power and Simon Pagenaud as well. Bottom line, though, that we like most, Paul, we're going to take a walk here and see what we can do as we make our way through this crowd, is just the exciting way that this has all come together here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hi, guys. It's race day. Happy race day. indeed, as it is starting to fill up, and very soon the better part of 300,000 fans will be here to witness the green flag and a race toward history here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It has been such a pleasure to bring you all of these stories over the course of the month of May as we have watched this come together and get back to just something that feels like something here at IMS, at the Brickyard, this place that means so much to so many people. We've talked to families that have been here for decades and fans that have been here for the very first time, and very soon we're all going to experience another back home again in Indiana, another green flag, and another 500 miles to glory here at IMS. For all of us at WRTV, it's been an absolute pleasure to spend race day morning with you. We hope you have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend as well. I'm Brad Brown from the greatest race course in the world, 16th in Georgetown, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. For all of us at WRTV, have a great race day.